We are in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania for Patriot League football on ESPN+. Today, it's the number 4 Lehigh Mountain Hawks playing host to the Holy Cross Crusaders. Hello and welcome to Goodman Stadium at Lehigh University alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish. I'm Marco Sochi. And Mike, we've got last year's co-champions matching up today, and it's been a very different 2025 for both teams, but we're still expecting a battle.
Oh, we're expecting a battle because that's the Holy Cross team you're looking at right now is the best one-win team I've seen in ages. I mean, at least 6 of their games are within 1 score, and they had a chance to win the game at the end. And they're against some good teams, including nationally ranked Rhode Island and FBS level team in Northern Illinois.
And here's one of them last week, a 21-13 loss to Lafayette. It was really a microcosm of their season. As you mentioned, Holy Cross comes in at 1-8, not your typical 1-8 team though. Lehigh, meanwhile, they're 9-0. Their game last week, also a microcosm of their season, a 41-0 win against Georgetown. Defense and the run game dominated.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Lehigh's playing complementary football. It's coaches talk, but it's so true with this team. The offense and defense are both playing at a high level. Usually don't get that. You just get one's better than the other. Lehigh's special teams, we'll talk about a little bit, they've been up and down. But I just love the way they run the ball, they pass the ball, they play lights-out defense. They're ranked nationally in a lot of categories. They'll get the pick 6, and they're one of the top teams in the country in sacks.
And now we'll take a look at our keys to the game presented by Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, part of Jefferson Health. You mentioned special teams. That's the key for Holy Cross. They've been outstanding.
They're unbelievable. I mean, whether it's taking a kickoff back, taking a punt back, or blocking punts, I mean, you're going to see the best special team that Lehigh faced all year today.
And for Lehigh, the key, avoiding turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. For Holy Cross to win this game, they got to win on special teams and make Lehigh turn the ball over. So Lehigh's defense is going to play well. I'm pretty confident in that. But at the offense, if they turn the ball over, it's a recipe for an upset.
We mentioned that special teams, 5 blocked kicks on the year for Holy Cross, 2 punt returns for a touchdown, and a kickoff return for a touchdown. John Ziff ready to get us underway. Elijah Kaysen back to receive. He's got the the kick return for a touchdown, but not this time as it goes out of the back of the end zone. And Holy Cross will start things off with a touchback. Our first look at the Holy Cross offense. Some questions about who would be the quarterback this week. Last week, Braden Graham, the starter, got hurt. Freshman Dominic Campanile came into the game, but it appears that Campanile will be getting his first career start as he marches out there. Number 19, the freshman from Fair Lawn, New Jersey. A 3-time state champ at Bergen Catholic. He's seen plenty of big-time football.
Absolutely. One of the better-ranked programs in North Jersey.
Campanile, the son of the head coach at Bergen Catholic. Looked good in his limited time last week. He's going to throw on first down. Now he's going to take off and run. And he's pushed out of bounds by William Parton after a nice game.
Well, they were looking deep right away. They went play action. They're not going to hold back. I would not be surprised to see trick plays. You see these deep shots. Lehigh had it covered. Good scramble by the youngster.
Campanile last week, 17 of 22, 127 through the air. No touchdowns, did have a pick in his first college action. Started the year as the number 4 quarterback on the depth chart. Through injuries and through improvement, he's gotten himself his first career start. Handoff on second and short, and it'll be a gain of 1.
Yeah, Lehigh's run defense just been stout all year. 3rd in the country against the rush in the Patriot League. Number 1 with only 73 yards per game.
That was Jaden Clairvaux on the run, by the way. Last year was a All-Patriot League first-teamer. Hasn't had as much success this year, although the last 3 weeks after the bye, Holy Cross has been much better on the ground. They've got a 3rd and 2 here. 3 receivers out to the right. Campanile's going to throw on 3rd down. He's looking deep down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Broken up by Aiden Singleton.
What great defense by Aiden Singleton. The receiver ran about a 15-yard comeback pattern, but then he double move, takes off deep. Aiden Singleton gives up a step, closes his speed till he gets in phase. And by in phase, Marco, I mean he can touch the receiver, and then he turns and plays the ball at the last minute, knocks it away. Texas textbook secondary coverage by the Lehigh defense.
Starting off strong after his pick 6 last week. I spoke with him midweek, called it one of the best feelings he's had in a long time. Ethan Moss on to punt it away for Holy Cross. Jeffrey Jamil back to receive, staring into the sun. It's a line drive. Lehigh will clear out the area, and it's going to be down between the 35 and 40 by the Crusaders. That's where Lehigh is going to take over. Pretty good field position for the Mountain Hawks to start.
Yeah, Holy Cross is saying that it touched the Lehigh defender, but the officials were right there, did not throw the beanbag. And that ball just hit the ground and came back like a good sand wedge, dropping on the green.
Yeah, Lehigh will take that. We're going to mark it at the 37. That's where Lehigh will take over. This Lehigh offense coming off a game in which they put up 41 points against Georgetown. They rank 26th in the nation in scoring offense, 9th in the rush.
Number 76 is reporting as number 91.
Yeah, going with a heavy package out there.
Luke Yoder switching hips with Hayden Johnson, the starting quarterback. Handoff goes to Yoder, right up the middle, and he is stood up after a gain of 2. Carlo Crosetti making the stop for Holy Cross.
And again, Holy Cross, very good defense. Very good defense. But Lehigh's going to do what they're going to do. They don't mind these plays for 2 yards because they're just going to keep coming at you with the run, with the play action pass, and try to wear you out because Lehigh's offensive line, not the biggest offensive line you're going to see, but one of the nastiest.
3 sophomores, 2 seniors starting across that offensive line. 2nd and 8, they're going to go to Jaden Green, the speedster, and he's got nowhere to go either. Flag coming in after the play. Stop was made by Joseph Townsend. We'll see what the call is.
Face mask. Defense number 45. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And it is Townsend who gets called for the face mask. Eric Lewis, head referee, making the call. So Lehigh will move the 6 on the penalty.
And again, if you're going to upset the number 14 in the country, you can't have 2 great stops on and get them in a 3rd and long and then have a face mask come back to haunt you and put Lehigh into your territory.
Holy Cross has actually been pretty clean on the season, 15th in the nation in fewest penalties. It's been Lehigh who's had the problem drawing flags. Not so far, though. 1st and 10 in Holy Cross territory. Handoff goes to Yoder, looking to break into the outside. Big stiff arm from Yoder. And he goes out of bounds after a nice gain. Going to be right around the line to gain. We'll see if they give him the first.
We say it every week. This man, when he stepped on this field 2 years ago from Florida, that's what he does. He always makes somebody miss. He's always running downhill. Even there on an outside zone play, notice his shoulders were parallel to the lines, facing downfield, turns it up for a good pickup. Yoder could go over 1,000 yards today.
He can. He needs 98. Well, I guess less than 98. Needed 98 coming into the day. 902 on the year, 9 touchdowns on the ground. It'd be back-to-back years with 1,000 yards. Only the 2nd Mountain Hawk to do it. This one fired over the middle and in and out of the hands of Mason Humphrey.
Trying to keep Holy Cross off balance, their first pass of the game, and it was a zone coverage. And Mason Humphrey found the window. The ball's a little behind him. It would have been a great catch. You see that window between 4 or 5 defenders. Pretty good ball. Could have been a little bit more in front, 2nd and 10.
Hayden Johnson, the Patriot League Offensive Player of the Week a couple of weeks ago. Had 178 through the air with a touchdown against Georgetown last week. Holy Cross bringing the blitz. It's going to be a run play to Yoder up the middle. Gets across to 30 before he's dragged down. Is set up 3rd and medium.
Yeah, almost broke one there. The risk you take with a blitz. You could pop it for a big game. Now Lehigh's also in a situation with their kicker, who is injured, their starting kicker. You know, maybe it's 4-down territory. You might even see him run the ball here in more of a passing situation.
Nick Garrido is out. See what they do here on 3rd and 4. They're going to throw, look into the air. Humphrey down the sideline. Is he in? No, down at the 1. Now they mark him in. Touchdown, Lehigh. Signal came late. But the Mountain Hawks are on the board with a big pass play to Mason Humphrey.
I'll tell you what, I was thinking they're just going to run the ball or go short. Nope, drops it right in the pickle barrel. Perfect throw. Hits Humphrey in stride. The big 6'4" receiver sneaks in past the pylon. Lehigh, the first score of the game.
Well, how often do we talk to Kevin Cahill and he talks about the run setting up the pass? It's exactly what they did on that drive. It's going to be Connor Poole, the punter, typically. He'll take the extra point here. And Poole bangs it through. 7-0 Lehigh after the big strike from Hayden Johnson to Mason Humphrey. Number 4 team in the country, scoring on their first drive. Follow the Patriot League on social, on Instagram, X, YouTube, and LinkedIn, all under the handle @Patriot League. And for more Patriot League content, follow us on TikTok @Patriot League TV. 7-0 Lehigh here in the opening 4 minutes or so, alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish. I'm Marco Sochi. John Ziff to kick things off for Lehigh after they went down the field and scored on a 29-yard pass play to Mason Humphrey. Elijah Cason will receive in the end zone, and he is going to take it out. One of the best returners in the FCS, and he's tackled just past the 20.
I'll tell you what, Marco, give Zip some credit. Last week with the injury, Connor Poole was going to have to punt, kick off, kick field goals, extra points. Last week he kicked off, and then they brought this young man in late in the game, and he put it in through the end zone. Gives him a weapon, allows Connor Poole to just go focus on the punting and kicking the extra points and field goals.
No small feat for the Lehigh special teams to tackle Elijah Cason at the 21, by the way. He ranks 3rd in the FCS in yards per return, averaging 32. They're going to hand it off to Clairvaux on first down, and he's taken down after a gain of 1.
And that was a great kickoff that set it up. So I love the way Lehigh's linebackers play. Will Parton and Bryson Edwards. Watch how he just fills the hole. Bam! He got off the block. These guys are not big. I mean, they're 6 foot, 220 pounds, probably not that much when you stand next to them, but they play fast, they play physical, and they're mean. I mean, Lehigh has some throwback football players on this defense that, just play the old school way of tough football.
Will Parton, the junior from Alpharetta, Georgia.
My college roommate's daughters, his last daughter goes to that high school.
It's going to be a run play up the middle, a little bit of wildcat action as Max Mosey, the wide receiver, takes it up the middle. on the direct snap.
Milton High
set up
School.
third down.
Milton High School, I believe, and that
It is Milton High
My
School.
college roommate was Scott McQuilkin, and Lehigh fans know Kim McQuilkin, a legendary quarterback, who also lives down in Georgia. Will Parton going to Lehigh was like one of the lower level players because that team's a national ranked powerhouse now, and they send guys to big time programs.
He has certainly been a great find for the Mountain Hawks. 3rd and 5 here. Campanile back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He steps on and runs, and he's got the first. How about that? The elusiveness from the freshman. And we got a Lehigh guy down. It's Matt Spatney. That is not what you want to see.
Not at all. Spatney had good pressure. You can see him coming off the top, and something happens in there getting tangled up with a bunch of players. Spatney was injured early in the season. I believe the first game we did here against Richmond. Missed a few games.
He missed a couple of games and was limited snap-wise in a few games, and he still has 11 tackles for a loss and 6.5 sacks on the season. And that's both of those are top 10 in the FCS, by the way.
The beginning of the season started off with Pelitekyan. The 2 preseason All-Americans on defense were both hurt to start the season. Pelitekyan went out last game.
Yeah,
he's out.
He's out. He got hurt on a punt return last week. And Spatney's still down. Heck of a job there by Dominic Campanile, though, for Holy Cross. You know, you're getting your first career start. You're a freshman. You've only played in 1 game last week. And to see Matt Spatney coming off the edge like that, step up, make a nice play, and run for a first down on 3rd and 5. It's a heck of a play.
Yeah. They're sitting Spatney up.
He's favoring at left side a little bit, but seems to be walking up under his own power, and that's a decent sign if you're Lehigh.
His good friend Tyler Ohoyski goes right over to him. It's a little fun after the game. Georgetown's linemen were talking a lot last week, and after the game, I saw Spatney, he beeline for one of the Georgetown players. Like he was going to go say something. Ohoyski ran across the field while they're shaking hands, grabbed him. You get over here and watch the band play. Just good friends and tough, hard-nosed players.
Well, I'll tell you what, on social media at the beginning of the season, they asked everybody who the team dad was, and without question, Tyler Ohoyski was the most common answer, as Joseph Williams, the freshman running back, takes that one out for a gain of 3 or 4. Another look at the run from Williams, player they like a lot, freshman out of Clarksburg, Maryland.
You have to match Lehigh's physicality. You know, the attitude of Holy Cross coming in is we're going to be physical. We must be physical, because if we're not physical, because both Lehigh's defense and offense play very physical.
2nd and 6 here. It's going to be another run play to the freshman. And he takes it ahead to the 41. It's going to set up 3rd and short here for Holy Cross.
Ball is carried by number 31 at Joseph Williams. Stopped by number 98, Quentin Joyner.
Quentin Joyner in there on the defensive line. One of the younger guys in this starting defensive line for Lehigh. They're very senior-oriented.
No, Joyner's
Oh,
a
I'm
senior.
sorry, Joyner's senior. I'm thinking of Jaden Nelson. He's the younger guy. They have a lot of seniors.
A lot of rotation going on that defensive line for the Mountain Hawks, and they're all good players. 3rd and 3 here for Holy Cross. We've already converted on a 3rd down on this drive. Campanile fires. It is incomplete. Ty Curran was the intended target.
Great pressure, a delayed blitz by Lehigh's linebacker. I think it was Parton. Watch him loop around. It's actually Bryson Edwards, and real close. I was watching for the officials' flag to come out the way it is nowadays. They protect those quarterbacks, but he got drilled, forcing the punt team to come out again for Holy Cross.
A little welcome to college football moment. Ethan Moss, the sophomore punter, out there for Holy Cross. Jeffrey Jamil back to receive. This one high up in the air. Jamil's going to take a few steps back and make the catch right around the 15. Jamil up to the 20. And that's where Lehigh will go to work. And there's a little bit of chippiness going on. We're going to get a flag. Gerard Penwright was getting involved in some pushing and shoving for Lehigh. I think the flag might be on him. We'll see if the referee saw him or a Holy Cross player first.
Both teams were talking, but he seems the one that pushed off and stuff with the arms.
after the play was over. Unnecessary roughness, personal foul. On the receiving team, half the distance to the goal, first down.
That was most certainly against Penn-Wright. We're going to take a break. It'll be 1st and 10. Lehigh backed up in their shadow of their own goalpost. When we come back, they lead 7-0.
Kids grow up fast, but with the money you earn from your PenFed checking and savings accounts, you can be there to support them through every stage of life.
I got it.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
The Patriot League on ESPN is on Instagram. Championship moments, amazing highlights, behind-the-scenes coverage, and features on the best and brightest student athletes in the NCAA. Follow us at Patriot League today.
The Patriot League is dedicated to the development of the student athlete through excellence in athletic competition, challenging academics, personal growth, and contributions within their communities. The Patriot League places among the NCAA leaders in graduation rates annually, with graduates moving on to serve in all facets of society by using their talents and voices for positive change. We are today's scholar athletes. We are tomorrow's leaders. We are the Patriot League.
At PenFed Credit Union, we help our members make the most of their personal finances so they can make the most of their dreams.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
Visit PatriotLeagueStore.com to buy Patriot League Championship apparel and merchandise from your favorite Patriot League school. Former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish and Marco Sochi with you. Lehigh going to start with the ball at their own 10 after the penalty. Scored a touchdown on their first drive. 29-yard pass play to Mason Humphrey. Second drive starts with a run play to Luke Yoder. And Yoder keeps going. Still going. Gain of 5.
About as hard as a 5-yard run you can have. Holy Cross is ripping that ball out, but Yoder's linemen stay on their blocks. He keeps moving the legs. Look at the ball security in there.
Everybody involved on that tackle for Holy Cross. That's what it takes. Adam Dew, the guy to get credit for the tackle. 2nd and 5 here from the Lehigh 15. Play fake. Johnson looking deep. He's got his man. Tavino down the sideline into Holy Cross territory. Big play for Lehigh.
Zone defense. The window is open between the underneath coverage and the flat. The safety over the top. Hayden Johnson puts it right in that window, right there. See it? And then it's all DeVito afterwards, getting in the Lehigh, in the Holy Cross territory.
1st and 10 at the Holy Cross 40, and that's going to be blown dead. Somebody jumped.
Offside. Defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Jordan Pritchard Sewell got a little ahead of himself, a sophomore from Akron, Ohio. So it'll be 1st and 5 now for Lehigh at the Holy Cross 35. You've mentioned Holy Cross playing zone a couple of times already. This Holy Cross team known for their aggressive man. But Lehigh, in talking to Kevin Cahill, says that they've kind of seen a lot of different looks than what they typically see from these teams. Hayden Johnson on the keeper. Gets out wide, and Johnson is inside the 15.
Yeah, you're going to get a good look at the read by Hayden Johnson. So Holy Cross is blitzing off the bottom of your screen, and Hayden Johnson's looking at that blitzer, number 38. He went straight down the line, turned his shoulders on Yoder. He pulls it out. He ran the ball well last week, did Johnson, and here he is to a good start today.
7 carries, 38 yards last week in a win against Georgetown. On the year, he's run for just shy of 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Actually, that last run brought him over 300 on the season. Yoder up the middle, taken down at the 5.
Luke Yoder with the carry. Stopped by number 18, Christian Ross.
Even that, just a simple play up the middle.
2nd down and 7.
You know, Lehigh gets a push for 5 yards.
It'll be a running back swap as Jaden Green comes in now for the 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Green. Green spins, and he's tackled after a gain of 1. Tommy Bezpich, the safety, up to make the tackle.
Really feel like Holy Cross, as they have a nice stop here on the counter play, need a stop. You know, they need to hold Lehigh to a field goal attempt.
24, Tommy Bezpich.
Just so it's, you know, you're going against the 4th-ranked team in the country. And you don't want to get down 2 scores. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter already.
This is Holy Cross's 3rd game against a ranked opponent. Played number 5 at the time, ranked Rhode Island. They only lost by 2, 9-7 the final. Johnson back to throw on 3rd down, looking for Humphrey, and it is picked off. Did he stay in bounds? He did. Interception for Amari Gardner.
I don't know if he saw Gardner. Watch where he throws that ball right there. I don't know, he saw him. He was covering him. He just undercut the pattern. It was just really good coverage. And an easy pick. And just like I said, Holy Cross needed something. I said hold no field goal. Who would have thought?
First career pick for Amari Gardner, the sophomore from Baltimore. And it's a big one. First interception that Johnson has thrown since week 2.
Yeah, and you mentioned in the opener, you know, if there's going to be an upset today, you can't have turnovers. And right there, good percentage. They were going to get at least 3 on that possession. And let's see how Holy Cross responds.
Handoff on 1st down is going nowhere. That is the senior Naoti Pooney.
Naoti Pooney with the run.
Joshua Philemon making the stop. He has been a revelation. Joshua Philemon, a guy who didn't play much through his first 3 years, maybe rotated in here and there. Kevin Cahill very excited about what they've gotten out of their senior. 2nd and 9. Campanelli's going to throw. Rolls out, dumps it off. Caught there by Pooney, and he'll be pushed out of bounds just shy of the marker. We got a flag in the backfield. Tyler Ahoyski was on the ground. We'll see what the call is.
There are 2 fouls on the play, 1 by each team. Holding, offense number 72. Holding, defense number 5. Those penalties offset. 2nd down.
So Bradford Blattner, the left tackle for Holy Cross, getting called for holding. And then defensive holding called against Aiden Singleton, offset. So it'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it works out for Lehigh. You'd rather have 2nd and 9 and 3rd and 2.
Campanelli fakes the handoff, and that's batted in the air by Philemon. Will be 3rd and 9.
Great job by Philemon. You know, he's working the tackle here at the bottom of your screen. And look, watch his head. He's looking. Boom! Throws the hands up at the last minute. They're taught that. They work that in practice. At least get in the passing lane so he can't see. Maybe get a piece of it. Now, Lehigh's defense. This is when they go to work. There's a reason that they can get after the quarterback. And here we go.
Third in the nation in sacks. They average just shy of 4 per game. Here they come, rushing 4. Spatney got his hands on the quarterback, and it was batted in the air by Sheehan. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and 9.
A, it's good that you see number 11 back on the field. B, watch his arms. Watch his hands. He sets him up and then just rips his right hand under. I mean, that was like nothing. I mean, that tackle did nothing. And Spatney just went around him so quick on his first and second step.
You would think that was a blitz with how quickly they got there. They brought 4.
Defense quarters love when they can only bring 4. Keeps a lot of things coverage downfield.
Rich Nagy, a happy man with this defense that he has to work with.
I think I might be coming after this punt.
Jamil's back at the 40. Moss kicks it away. There's a flag in the backfield as Moss went down. And that might bail Holy Cross out here.
You can't do that. You cannot. See if they call it running in. They call rough.
For now, the ball is at the Lehigh 45. Official discussing with Holy Cross head coach Dan Curran.
It must be running into the kicker. So I would punt it again. That's pretty good field position for Lehigh.
Dan Curran, the second-year head coach for Holy Cross.
Running into the kicker, defense. That penalty is declined.
Yeah, they're going to decline it.
First down.
We're going to take immediate timeout. It'll be Lehigh ball when we come back. 7-0 Mountain Hawks. 2:41 to go in the first. And we welcome you back to Goodman Stadium. 2:41 to go here in the first quarter. Alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. Lehigh will take over at their own 45. Third drive of the game. Their last one ended in their first turnover in 4 weeks, or more than that if you include the bye. Handoff goes to Jaden Green. He'll gain 2. Just the 5th turnover of the season for Lehigh on that last drive, Mike.
They've been doing a great job of controlling the ball, and you know, Hayden Johnson would love to definitely have that one back. Good coverage, but Lehigh's defense, as always, responds.
Mountain Hawk defense that ranks in the top 10 in almost every category. 3rd in scoring defense, 6th in total defense, 3rd against the run. They've been phenomenal. Right now it's the offense on the field, though. 2nd and 8 against this stout Holy Cross D. Play fake over the middle, and Jamil couldn't quite bring it in. That would have been a spectacular catch.
but we wouldn't have been shocked. How many times in the last 4 years have we seen Jeffrey Jamil lay out and make a great catch?
He's an absolute vacuum cleaner. That looked like it was tipped, too. It was coming out a little bit weird.
First 3rd and long situation for Lehigh.
Lehigh 1 for 2 on 3rd downs. That's the longest they faced at 3rd and 8.
Press coverage on Mason Humphrey at the bottom of your screen. See if they try to go up top again. Safety's now cheating over the top.
Johnson back to throw. Here comes the blitz, and Johnson is taken down in the backfield. Carlo Crosetti with the sack.
Carlo Crosetti with the sack.
Yeah, keep an eye on number 6. Here he comes into your screen, going from his left, looping around right up the A-gap. And quarterbacks, they don't mind a blitz off the side. They can step up. You have nowhere to step up. And Crosetti had a whole run of momentum behind him. No way Johnson could get away.
That's a Lehigh offensive line that ranks 2nd in the nation in sacks allowed. And now this Holy Cross special teams unit that has 3 punt returns for touchdowns, or 2 punt returns for touchdowns the last 2 weeks. Fair caught there by Max Mosey. We do have a flag on the field, though.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 7. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
So that's going to back Holy Cross up. Eric Lewis making the announcement there. Sam Slade called for the penalty. And if you're Lehigh, you never want to punt, but you especially don't want to punt today. Last 2 weeks, Holy Cross has brought back a touchdown, or a punt return for a touchdown, and they've blocked 5 punts on the season, including 2 last week against Lafayette. Punting just seems like something you don't want to do.
Yeah, the key right there is it's counter pull. Quick it. Work on your little quick 2-step punts as opposed to taking it long, taking your time. Get rid of the ball. With the way long snappers are today, if the punter can deliver the ball quickly, it's pretty impossible for them to get to it. The other thing is kick it high. These potent returners, kick it high, make them fair catch it like they did.
Handoff on 1st down. And Clairvaux is going to gain 1 on the play. Just so tough to run against this Lehigh front.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I was doing the game on radio last week against Georgetown, and I just kept talking about their pursuit. Everybody plays fast, everybody doesn't quit, and they all get to the ball. So even if the running back or receiver misses somebody, somebody's coming to that ball.
2nd and 9. Campanile back to throw, fires quickly, caught by Kaysen, and he's tackled immediately by Singleton.
The official down here at the bottom of your screen did a great job with the spot. Usually, they give him forward momentum where they catch the ball, but he was juggling it. He was juggling it, so he didn't have possession until he came back a yard or 2 and putting him in a 3rd and 6.
Gain of 3 on the pass play to Kaysen.
It's 3rd down.
Holy Cross 1 for 4 on 3rd down so far. Campanile.
Someone was moving. They had 2 guys moving at the same time for Holy Cross.
You did see the false start signal.
False start, offense. Not all 11 were set. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So they weren't even set. And that's going to push them back. It'll be 3rd and 11 now. So 3rd down just becomes even tougher as the clock hits 0 on the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 Lehigh, number 4 team in the country, up early. Into the 2nd here at Goodman. And we welcome you back here to Goodman Stadium for the start of the second quarter. It's a 3rd and 11 here for Holy Cross. They trail 7-0. Alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. 3rd and 11, here comes Lehigh. It's a screenplay, and it's incomplete to the running back Joseph Williams. We'll take a look at the Crusader punt team again.
Yeah, what the pressure was number 11, Spatney. You want Spatney again. First of all, if you're not going to block Spatney, you're pretty much, you got something wrong. So there wasn't a chance for them completing that ball, Spatney in the quarterback's face.
Never a good idea to let number 11 run freely at the quarterback. Usually ends poorly. Ethan Moss in his own end zone to punt it away. Jamil back to receive. It's a short kick. Bounces at the 45, and Lehigh's going to get this in Holy Cross territory. So Lehigh hasn't cashed in on all their offensive possessions, but they are winning the field position battle right now.
Yeah, so far so good, though, with the special teams also. Lehigh made it through 25% of this game without losing the special team war.
That is a key battle to look out for. If Holy Cross wants to win this game, it's likely going to be with a big special teams play.
And as we mentioned in the opener again, complementary football, offense, defense, Lehigh special teams hasn't always done their job this year, giving up some big returns in the kicking game and some other aspects.
1st and 10 from the Holy Cross 46. Play fake. Johnson dials it up, looking deep. And it is incomplete. That ahead of Jamil. Eli Thompson on the coverage.
Is it me, or was the defender tugging on Jamil's shoulder while the ball's in the air? I mean, if that is true.
See if we have it here on the replay. There's a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, but Jamil's also extending that arm. You know what I mean? Maybe inviting that. I'm not sure, but.
Well, it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to be a run play to Yoder, and he is tackled right at the line.
Holy Cross doing a really, really good job with the run.
Vin Ferreira in on the stop for the Crusaders.
Now, Lehigh's going with that lineman playing tight end. I don't have the adjustment in his number 91 for Lehigh.
Yeah, that's Giacomo Macy, a sophomore transfer from Duke. He's also the backup right tackle. They have him as a tight end as well to help block. 3rd and 9 here.
Offsides. Gotta get back.
Holy Cross showing blitz. They bring the pressure. Johnson's got to get rid of it quickly. Rolling out, and he's taken down again. Eli Thompson on the sack.
Yeah, this defense gets after it. They've been doing it all year. Despite their record, they've come to play, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys coming. Someone's going to get free. And that time it was number 2. Eli Thompson.
First sack of the season for Thompson, but he lives in the backfield even though he's a corner. That's now 4.5 tackles for a loss on the season. Poole ready to punt it away. Gets it off cleanly. It's a short punt though. Going to take a bounce at the 25 towards the 20, and that is where Lehigh will down it. 13:07 to go here in the second. Lehigh leads 7-0.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Thanks to continued support from the Lehigh Valley, Historic Hotel Bethlehem hit the Grand Slam. Voted Best Historic Hotel by USA Today. Thank you, Lehigh Valley. We couldn't have done it without you. As 4-time national champions, we are proud to represent Bethlehem and attracting visitors from around the world. Come visit Historic Bethlehem for an authentic historic experience, boutique shopping and dining, and a visit to the Hotel B Ice Cream Parlor for a Penn State Creamery dessert.
At Lehigh, we don't just want to leave our mark on the world. We want to leave the world better than we found it. We envision possibilities and engineer solutions. We think education should be experiential and experimental. We seek out new ways to connect and collaborate, and create a community we can always come home to. At Lehigh, we are built for tomorrow's challenges. Are you?
Setbacks happen. When they do, all you want is to get back to what you love. We turn setbacks into comebacks. Trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, hits different.
The Patriot League on ESPN is brought to you by PenFed. PenFed is an official credit union partner of the Patriot League. Herff Jones. Herff Jones is proud to be the official championship jeweler of the Patriot League and the Patriot League. We are today's scholar athletes. We are tomorrow's leaders. We are the Patriot League.
First and 10 Crusaders.
Back here, Bethlehem, 7-0 Lehigh. First and 10 Holy Cross. They'll take the ball at their own 20. First down run play to Jaden Clairvaux is going to be a gain of 2, maybe 3 for the junior back.
I still expect Holy Cross to take some more shots down the field. Get away with a big play. Do something to get on the board because, you know, they don't have many first downs. You know, they only have a couple. And
they have one first down.
That would be less than a couple.
2nd and 7. Campanelli's going to throw. It is incomplete. A little bit high, intended target Max Mosey.
Campanelli's pass is incomplete.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Holy Cross 1 for 5 on 3rd downs.
Yeah, and this is the 3rd time it's been 3rd and long. And just find number 11 right now. It's at the bottom of your screen, the lower defensive end. Oh, this guy named Ohoyski's at the top. Lehigh walks up their middle linebackers. Now they go back.
Lehigh going to bring 6. Campanelli under pressure, and he's taken down for the sack. Bryson Edwards was the first man on the scene.
So Bryson Edwards was one of the linebackers up on the line of scrimmage at the start of play. Then he backed up, and then he came again. Watch him come right up the middle. Boom.
This Lehigh front 7 has been on an absolute heater. 18 sacks in their last 3 games.
And I'm sorry, I don't care how good of a college football you're player. That gets in the mind of that quarterback.
They've got 14 guys on the year with at least a half a sack. Punt team is out. Moss punts it away. Another short kick takes it bounce to the 50. Jamil, little reckless there, catching it off the bounce. Lehigh will have the ball when we come back. 11:42 to go here in the second. It's 7-0 Lehigh. The Patriot League is live on ESPN Plus all season long. Download the ESPN app or go to patriotleague.tv. First and 10 for Lehigh. Ball on their own 46. Handoff to Jaden Green on first down. There he goes. Green still on his feet. Never hit the ground. And Jaden Green puts it in the end zone. A 54-yard touchdown run.
Are you kidding me? This is why you keep playing. So Jaden Green, he looks like he's going to get 10 to 12 yards. Watch this. Let's see if he touches the ground. I think that was his hand. I think he did a little coffee grinder, put the hand down. I think they might review this.
That's what you call a Lazarus run, back from the dead.
Yeah. They've got to be looking at it upstairs. I mean, that was just too close.
I think that's what we're going to get
the ruling on the
right
field
here.
Is that the runner did not make contact with the ground. That play is under further review.
And his hand can make contact. It's a matter of, did his elbow, did his forearm, did his shin. So watch this closely. Here's the tackle. He's down.
Oh, that's close.
No, he's down. His left shin was on the ground. Yeah, he's down. I like the, with review plays, let it, because if they blow the whistle, it's dead no matter what. Let it finish, and then you can review it. But I'm pretty sure this one's coming back, Marco.
The only thing that Lehigh has going in their favor is that the call on the field is touchdown.
Watch his left right there.
Yeah, that looks down.
Yeah, I don't think it has to be his knee. You know, I think as long as that left, great shot there from the guys.
Still a big run. It would be between 9 and 10 yards. It depends on the spot of the football whether he'd get them first.
Jaden Green's fast. I mean, he's a track star. He almost got caught there. The Holy Cross defender was moving pretty good there, too, in the secondary.
Oh, look, to be fair to Jaden Green, he was on the ground for a moment.
That is true. More times, yeah. I love how he kept going, though.
Well, I didn't hear the whistle.
Well, we know what's happening because the coaches know before us, and look at what both teams are doing.
Yeah, both teams are going out back towards the
after review,
45.
The runner's knee was down. It'll be 2nd down and 1 at the 45.
So 2nd and 1, gain of 9. Not quite the 54-yard touchdown that we thought it might be, but a good run from Jaden Green nonetheless. Luke Yoder in there on 2nd and 1 at running back. He'll get the carry, and he is taken down for a big loss. Read perfectly there by Holy Cross. Colin Reynolds, the senior, coming in off the edge to make the stop.
Number 6, Luke Yoder. Stop by number 94.
Yeah, they're reading the defensive end to the right side of the offense, and it was the guy to the left that came clean.
3rd down and 4.
So that'll back him up 3 yards. 3rd and 4 now. Lehigh just 1 for 4 on 3rd downs.
See the man pressure? Man on all the receivers. See if they bring some linebackers.
They're going to bring 4. Johnson looking deep. It is caught by Feaster. Was he in bounds? No. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Now, Lehigh saw the man pressure. They figured they'd take a shot. Feaster, the first year, was the number 2 receiver. He ran a real quick out and up. I think he caught the ball, like you said, but it's a matter of where did he land.
Yeah, he's bobbling that ball until he's out of bounds. Good call there by the official. Was right with the play. Connor Poole back out there to punt. High punt. Inside the 10. It's going to take a bounce, and was it kept in by Rice? It was. Downed at the 5 by Humphrey. The Lehigh special teams looking the more impressive side so far.
Coach Cash, the special team unit, did a good job. The first guy down there goes to the returner. The second guy goes and finds the ball. Look at that. Great job. Rice, the rover, on defense, did a good job of keeping his feet inside the field of play, batting it back down. We got ourselves a defensive game here, Marco.
They certainly do, and we knew it was a possibility. That's Holy Cross we talked about. 6 of their 8 losses have been by 8 points or less, so 6 one-score losses. They've played a lot of close football games because of their defense. It's been the offense that has struggled for the Crusaders. It's an inexperienced group. Obviously, the freshman quarterback, Dominic Campanile, the third quarterback to start for the Crusaders this season. That's never a nice sign. They're going to review the punt and make sure they got the spot right, and to make sure that ball did not.
Well, the ball can
go
break
into
the
the
plane.
It can, right?
Yeah.
It's Davis Rice had to take off from before the line, before the end zone line, which it looked like he clearly did.
There we go.
I don't think his foot's anywhere near the line.
Yeah, no issue there.
It's got to be more the spot of the ball. Either way, when you look at this Holy Cross offense, they have struggled today. Campanile just 1 for 7 through the air, only 24 yards rushing, and it's the inexperience. Head coach Dan Curran in his second year saying, hey, look, we've got a great team. We're very inexperienced at quarterback and offensive line, and those are the two things that are obviously important on the offensive end. In terms of the offensive line, Holy Cross has been known for terrific offensive lines of late, but this is exactly what happens when over the last 2 years, Holy Cross has lost 6 all-league offensive linemen. 2 of them are in the NFL, C.J. Hansen and Luke Newman.
The ball was touched in the end zone. That results in a touchback, first down.
What do you call it?
Well, he says it's a touchback. It was in the end zone.
So is it the plane? I might have learned a new rule in football. I didn't know it was the plane. It has to be. You know, that the ball broke the plane.
That's a big break for Holy Cross. They take it at the 20 instead of the 5.
Real quick on those linemen. Not all those linemen were to graduation, too, right? Some of them were to transfers.
Some of them were transfers. 2 of them were the NFL draft. C.J. Hansen with the Chiefs, Luke Newman with the Bears. 1st and 10, handoff, Clairvaux. Talk about a guy who misses some of those offensive linemen. He'll gain 3 on first down. Jaden Clairvaux, all Patriot League first teamer last year. Has struggled a little bit this year to get things going, but has been much better of late. Had 135 on the ground last week.
2nd down and 7.
Dan Curran says that he had high expectations. It was disappointing for him to get off to a slow start, but that confidence is starting to bounce back a bit since the bye. They've been much better running the ball. Going against one of the best run defenses in the country today, though. It's going to be a keeper on the direct snap to Mosey, who's playing some Wildcat. Gain of 2. So we've not seen Braden Graham at all, the sophomore quarterback. He was a game-time decision. When I spoke to Dan Curran, he said most likely we're going to play 2 quarterbacks if Graham is ready to go anyway. So Campanile was going to see time no matter what. But we have not seen number 12 at all behind center for the Crusaders. 3rd and 5 here. 3rd downs have been hard to come by in this game. 1 for 6 for Holy Cross. Lehigh not much better. The blitz is picked up and the pass is caught by Lincoln Fisher. The freshman wide receiver moves the sticks.
I mean, that was impressive. That was impressive by the young quarterback. Guys in his face. He throws a comeback route. Perfect. No one can catch that except the receiver. Holy Cross picks up a first down, gets a little breathing room.
Lincoln Fisher, typically the red zone threat for the Crusaders. He leads the team with 3 touchdown receptions. That was just his 12th catch of the year, and 3 of them are for touchdowns. Fresh set of downs, play fake. Campanile's got time. He's going to go deep, and Kaysen makes the catch inside the 20.
That's what they got to do. That's what they got to do, Marco. I said take some shots downfield, and he hasn't been able to do that because he hasn't had the protection. Here, with the play action, he freezes the linebackers, gets enough time in stride in the red zone. The Crusaders.
Big play there from Campanile to Elijah Kaysen.
A little different look here.
First time in the red zone for Holy Cross. They're going to hand it off. Lehigh all over it. Jaden Nelson absolutely destroying that play to Naoti Puni. Nelson was in the backfield before the ball even got to the running back.
And Nelson came off his block. I mean, it wasn't like he drove his man, Uses his hands to get off the block. 2-yard loss.
Jaden Nelson, one of those silent assassins with so many big names in that Lehigh front. He gets forgotten about sometimes. The junior from Rosenberg, Texas, has had a fantastic season. Loss of 2 on the play. And Holy Cross is going to take a timeout.
First time out of the half.
Dan Curran not liking what he's seeing. We're going to take one as well. It'll be 2nd and 12 when we come back. Holy Cross driving here on ESPN+.
Style in sports, it's a 1-2 punch. Originality, that's style.
Today we're going to be helping style some high schoolers.
We're about to get some style in there with some student athletes. We're going to take these kids to the next level.
This is fire.
You know what I mean? Something different.
So the swag.
Get it.
Under Armour we here, man.
Style is all about a representation of yourself.
If you look good, you feel good, you play good, it goes all in one.
Setbacks happen. When they do, all you want is to get back to what you love. We turn setbacks into comebacks. Trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Thanks to continued support from the Lehigh Valley, Historic Hotel Bethlehem hit the Grand Slam. Voted Best Historic Hotel by USA Today. Thank you, Lehigh Valley. We couldn't have done it without you. As 4-time national champions, we are proud to represent Bethlehem and attracting visitors from around the world. Come visit Historic Bethlehem for an authentic historic experience, boutique shopping and dining, and a visit to the Hotel B Ice Cream Parlor for a Penn State Creamery dessert.
At Lehigh, we don't just want to leave our mark on the world. We want to leave the world better than we found it. We envision possibilities and engineer solutions. We think education should be experiential and experimental. We seek out new ways to connect and collaborate and create a community we can always come home to. At Lehigh, we are built for tomorrow's challenges. Are you?
7:09 to go here in the first half. Number 4, Lehigh, locked in a close one with Holy Cross. They lead 7-0, but the Crusaders driving. They've got the ball on the Lehigh 20. Alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. We talked about it, Mike. Holy Cross's offense was sputtering, but one big play has turned that around.
Yeah. And I said, we talked about recipes for an upset. You need big plays. You need turnovers. Lehigh gave him the turnover.
Bad snap. Screen pass out to Williams, and he's going to get to the corner. It's still a loss, but that could have been a lot worse. Heads up play by Dominic Campanile to somehow get a pass completed here.
And what game was it that there was a bad snap over the head of the quarterback? Was that last week or? The team, somebody was driving and whoop, way over the head. I forget what game. Might have been Yale.
That was Richmond. That was the first game
of
the
Richmond,
year.
Whoa, I'm okay. I'm okay here.
That was 2 months ago.
That was last week.
3rd and 14. Campanile surveying. Rolls out. Throws it. It is caught by Clairvaux inside the 10.
Decision time right now. Are they going to give them?
No, they've got the first.
They got the first. Oh,
it's going to be 1st and goal. We do have a flag on the play, though.
Holding. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's a punch in the gut.
Bradford Blattner called for the hold, and that was against Matt Spatney, which no surprise. It's something to keep him away for the quarterback for that long.
You're Holy Cross right now. Everything's – you got a little magic going on right now. And this young quarterback's doing a good job, but let's watch Spatney. Oh, they're just pulling him to the ground. Yep. Grabbed his shirt, they yanked him straight to the ground.
Ball all the way back to the 32. This would be out of field goal range for Holy Cross.
Now, if you're Holy Cross, do you want to take a shot or do you just want to try to get in field goal range?
3rd and 24. The line to gain is the 8.
And Lehigh's playing off, so I would take like a 7-8 yard out pattern, get in field goal range. 1, 2, 3.
Campanelli, quick throw. It's exactly what they do. It's complete to Curran, and he's going to turn it into a nice gain all the way to the 15.
Do you go for it? You only got one win. Now they're going to bring out the kicking team.
Ty Curran, the receiver on the play, the sophomore, a transfer from Ball State, coming to play for his dad, the head coach, Dan Curran.
Seen that? We've seen that a couple weeks ago, actually at the beginning of the year too, with a quarterback,
We did, Yale.
a player.
Dante Reno playing for his father, Tony, at Yale.
I haven't totally lost it, Marco.
The memory's good. It's just a sequencing. 32-yard try here for Luis Palenzuela, the senior from Miami. Puts it through. And we got a 7-3 ball game as Holy Cross is on the board. 5:14 to go. And Mike, we talked about it. The danger of this Holy Cross team is that defense will keep them in the game. It's now just a 4-point game.
Yeah, they're doing two things well. They're doing a good job of stopping the Lehigh run game, which is Lehigh's bread and butter. And they're getting after the quarterback. 2-3 times they've gotten to Hayden Johnson. And to flip to the special teams again, if I'm Coach Cash over there in this huddle, I'm telling the front guys, you make sure that ball's kicked before you take off, because what a great time in a nothing to lose situation for Holy Cross to slip in a surprise onside kick.
I like that idea. We talked about, I'm going to test your memory one more time, Mike. This offense, Hayden Johnson's 2 for 7 right now with an interception and a touchdown. Lehigh's only got 40 yards rushing. They're 1 for 5 on third downs. The last time we've seen them look like this was that first half against Richmond in the season opener.
Yeah, very good. Exactly. And you go back to Worcester a year ago. This is the game. Nobody did anything on offense. A couple big plays to get a score for each team, and it came down to a blocked field goal by Lehigh at the end of the game when Holy Cross was going for the tie.
Lehigh won at 10-7, and that was the tiebreaker to send Lehigh to the FCS playoffs. They're going to kick it deep. Jaden Green back to receive. And he'll make the fair catch as he backpedals into the end zone. So Lehigh's going to take over. They scored on their first drive, made things look pretty easy, but it has been all Holy Cross since then.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're Coach Dan Hunt, the OC up here. I think you're going to see a little bit more quarterback reads here. They seem to be all over the running back. You might see Hayden Johnson, some more read plays, open that defense up a little bit, make him account for that 12th man, the quarterback, have him pull a couple here. That opens it up a little bit more in the middle for the running backs to keep the ball.
1st and 10 on the 25. Play fake. Johnson rolling out. Here comes the pressure. Dumps it off to Maranka, the tight end. Spins out of a tackle at the 31, and he takes it to the 34. It's a gain of 9.
Another weapon to when the running game's being stopped. Play action pass. That simple play action pass. Still great pressure from Holy Cross. Little safety valve. Not a man that catches a lot of balls. A little bit more this year.
His 9th catch of the season, Maranka. And he also set himself up. He blocked Crosetti, who would have had a clear shot at the quarterback.
Yeah. Last time they had second one, they went backwards. The guys got to go forward here.
Hand off to Yoder. You want to go forward, you give it to that man. Luke Yoder takes it for a gain of 11 out to the 45.
And Lehigh's been running a lot of their typical pin and pulls and some slower developing run plays. That one, watch this. Straight up, double team, combo blocks, double team to the linebackers. Maybe they want to do that. Just lean on them, fire out, go straight at them.
Lehigh's got 2 big senior guards in Aiden Palmer and Langston Jones. Langston Jones ranked by Pro Football Focus as one of the best guards in the FCS. Yoder, one of the best running backs in the FCS, takes it for a gain of 8.
And there I see guys, Lyman fired up. Palmer in the center, Cody reps. Watch this double team right at the top. They're driving their guy. They pancake him and give a big room for Yoder. They get up, high-five each other. I think Dan Hunt's going to stay with this. Just combo blockings, nobody pulling, go downhill, and just try to run the ball down their throats.
Talked about these PFF grades. Luke Yoder was the top graded running back through 10 weeks in the FCS. They'll give it to him again. Yoder right up the middle, doing what he does best.
Kobe Rep, the center, was second in that same ranking.
He was. So Rep and Langston Jones, center and the right guard, both within the top 5 at their position. Whole host of players on defense as well. Just speaks to how good this Lehigh team has been this season. 1st and 10, ball at the Holy Cross 42. Johnson back to throw on 1st down, looking over the middle, and it is incomplete. Dangerous throw there as he was looking for Jamil. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2:41 to go in the half. 3 timeouts Lehigh sitting on. There you can see a lot of traffic. 2 timeouts for Holy Cross. Lehigh does receive the ball coming out of the half. I am correct, Marco?
Yes, they deferred.
So they would love to run some clock, get in that end zone going into the half.
Handoff to Yoder on 2nd and 10. There goes Luke Yoder. One man to beat. Yoder, touchdown, 42 yards. What a response from Lehigh.
Watch the blocks, straight ahead, combo blocks. Yoder ahead of steam, turns on the burners. I saw him interview. They were asking him, "Are you as fast as Green?" You know, we all assume no, Green's a track star. He's like, "Yeah, we're pretty close." You know.
Yoder now 8 yards away from 1,000 on the season. That is his 10th rushing touchdown, his 11th total. As Connor Poole comes out to attempt the extra point. Poole has done a lot of punting today, splits the uprights. 14-3, Lehigh leads. 2:33 to go here in the first half. So Holy Cross is going to get the ball back with some time, but here's another look at this run.
Langston Jones cleared the way. Number 60, you saw his big body just drive his man to the ground, and again, the number 6 doesn't dance. Big kickoff here. Back to the special teams. The Holy Cross showed one of the few teams I've seen run the ball out of the end zone. And usually if it's back by the end zone, they fair catch it and let it go. You need good coverage here, and then it becomes a chess match. Holy Cross finally showed they could do something on offense. If they get a good return here, they're going to try to move the ball. If Lehigh can stuff them deep, Lehigh can start banging those timeouts, try to get the ball back, get more points before the half. Let's see what takes place. Sorry, language problems too.
Elijah Kaysen, the man who's deep, he's the danger man. Does have a kickoff return for a touchdown on the season and averages over 30 yards per return. Top 3 in the country.
Returnable.
Kaysen is going to make the catch at the 6. So a little bit of confusion there, but he ends up with it. And Kaysen is taken down at the 25. Evaded a couple of guys, but ultimately taken down in the end.
Oh, Lehigh will take that too. I mean, that's where the ball's coming out if it is in the end zone.
I'll actually give him the 24. It'll be 1st and 10 there for the Crusaders. 2:26. They've got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout as well.
That is true. I forgot about the 2-minute timeout. So plenty of time for both the offense and defense here.
Holding, 54. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Oh, phantom flag. Neither of us saw that, so that's going to back them up even further.
It's been a while. It's been since, I think, the first quarter. Saw a bunch of flags in the first.
A little bit more disciplined since.
Holy Cross is getting them on special teams, too. It's their 2nd or 3rd penalty, actually, I believe, on special teams. There was one on the punt, and I think on one of the other kickoffs.
Lehigh had one on special teams as well. So
okay.
two for Holy Cross, 1 for Lehigh. Campanelli's going to run on 1st down, and he's taken down. Good aggressive tackle there from William Parton.
Yeah, it's good also to see number 37 out there, Marco. Jackson Dowd playing that rover position again.
He has been out since week 3. Kevin Cale calls him Mr. Consistent. He's always where he's supposed to be. They are so happy to have him back. He was a game-time decision. Saw him out there for a couple of plays, and then he stepped out.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And he's going to take us to our 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 8 when we come back. Lehigh with a 14-3 lead over Holy Cross. Back here in Bethlehem, 14-3 the score at the 2-minute timeout in the first half. Lehigh leading Holy Cross as the Crusaders with the ball. 2nd and 7 at their own 17. With former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. Pass play on 2nd and 7. Here comes TJ Burke to disrupt things. Campanelli's going to tuck it and run, and he'll run it out of bounds at the 22. Good gain for Campanelli, but that's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Burke up the middle. Strongest guy in program history in the weight room.
That is a terrifying sight if you're a quarterback. Campanelli did well, though. He's done well with his legs in this one.
Spatney's not on the field right now.
Ahoyski and Philemon, the ends.
It's a big play, especially for Holy Cross.
And Holy Cross is going to take a timeout. Not liking what they see on 3rd and 2.
They know it's a big play, so they don't want to mess this one up. They don't want to give Lehigh the ball back. Minute 52 to go. Lehigh still sitting on 3 timeouts. I mean, I think Holy Cross has, and they want to score here, but they have no problem getting a first down, and at worst, not allowing Lehigh another opportunity in this half.
It's an offense that has struggled throughout the season. Today, they did hit on one long pass play. They've really struggled to run it, although they've had some success running it with the quarterback, Campanelli. They haven't been design runs.
Yeah, and maybe that's the reason you see him in there over Graham, who you thought was going to play. I don't have the Graham numbers in front of me on what kind of legs he has, but the first-year guy can really run back there and move around.
Graham has negative rushing yards
there
on the
you go.
season, so of course that due to sacks, but only 3 attempts. Campanelli back to throw on 3rd down over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Curran.
Spatney back in, getting some pressure.
And now it's going to be 4th and 3.
Yeah, they got a punt. I mean, Lehigh's going to watch for a fake here. I was looking. Sometimes on those quick bang-bang pass plays, when the shoulders turn, you get one of those flags from one of those officials way away from the play. Nothing doing there.
Jeffrey Jamil back to receive for Lehigh, standing at his own 41. Low snap, Moss gets it away. Drifting back is Jamil. He'll make the catch at the 33. Jamil spins out of a tackle. Still Jamil dives forward to the 45. Nice return for Jeffrey Jamil, and Lehigh is going to take over at their own 45 with 1:36 to go in the half.
Man, you don't have to throw the ball here if you're Kevin Cahill on the Lehigh offense. Taking another look at this punt return. Good little pressure here from Lehigh. There's Brock Bender, number 39, Nazareth product, coming up the middle. And then Jamil right here. I like how he goes straight. You got to go straight first. And then once you break that seal, you can pop to the outside.
Lehigh's got all 3 timeouts.
And a field goal is not the worst thing. Puts you up by 2 touchdowns. So get down there inside the 30.
How much do you trust Connor Poole, though? He's not your typical kicker. Nick Dorito out for the rest of the season. Gonna have to learn to trust him. Johnson's gonna throw on first down. Over the middle, it is caught by Jamil, who somehow stays on his feet, enough to pick up 10 yards.
And that clock stops until they set the ball under 2 minutes. Lehigh does not have to take a timeout. The ball is set.
Stop by number 21, Ken Santi.
So 10-yard completion puts him into Holy Cross territory. Johnson steps back, looking for Jamil again, and it's incomplete. Off the fingertips.
Johnson's pass is incomplete, intended for number 9.
Small windows there in that secondary for Holy Cross.
2nd down and 10.
See the zone? See everybody dropping underneath, over the top? Don't be afraid to get your playmakers underneath, short ones. Let them run a little bit. Still haven't seen a screen by Lehigh today.
Jamil had a couple of drops last week. That one was a bit of a tough one to catch.
Or the one in the first quarter when he off his fingertips.
No, that would have been a spectacular catch. That was not catchable for most people. 2nd and 10. Quick pass again to Jamil, but it's broken up. On Zaribo on the coverage. Chisholm on Zaribo, the junior safety.
Bang, bang play.
Intended for number 9, Jeffrey Jamil.
Good call. No call, actually.
Chisholm on Zaribo.
Junior from Missouri City, Texas.
3rd down and 10.
So 3rd and 10 here for Lehigh.
Last week, Feaster came up in some big situations with some catches.
Had 4 catches for 61 yards. The freshman receiver has been seeing more and more time out there. We're number 14 for Lehigh. Johnson trying to evade the pressure. He can't. Taken down in the backfield for the 3rd time. And again, it's Carlo Crosetti, his 2nd sack.
Holy Cross will use that last time out. As you get a look at the pressure. Look at the games going on in front of. Once Johnson didn't have anybody open.
30-second timeout.
He tries to step up in the pocket, but it just collapses. And probably the best we've seen anybody this year play against the Lehigh's offensive line.
Yeah, Lehigh 2nd in the nation in sacks allowed. They've allowed 3 already into the first half. Crosetti's got 2 of them.
And significant pressures.
This Lehigh team has not seen a defense like this really all year long.
And for those of you just joining us, you look at the records and you're like, they've done this all year. They're beating Lafayette in the 4th quarter last week. They're
Please reset the game clock to 59
Holy
seconds.
Cross has been
5-9, please.
6 of their 8 losses to the very end, and have played really good defense all year.
Yep, and including the beginning of the year at FBS Northern Illinois, they lost by 2, 19-17. New Hampshire, who's always a good program, lost that one 19-16. And then number 6 Rhode Island, they lost 9-7.
Just kick it high and get rid of it quickly. Again, you got over half a game for this Holy Cross special team to come through and do what they've done all year.
5 blocked punts on the season, 2 punt returns for touchdowns for Holy Cross.
See how quick Poole kicked it? It doesn't have to be a great kick. Now that hit, Let me tell you what you could do there. So the minute that ball hits a coverage player, Marco, they throw the beanbag. The returner can go pick it up. He can run for 30 yards, fumble, Holy Cross still gets the ball back. So that's what happened in that situation there when it hit off the Lehigh player.
And you saw Max Mosey went right for it. He was tripped up at the 20. So that's where Holy Cross will start. Mosey, each of the last 2 weeks with touchdowns on the punt return. And you can see right there, that one was close to being blocked.
Yeah, right there, when it hit off of Humphrey, number 2, Mosley knows I can go for it. See if Holy Cross attacks. No timeout, 50 seconds. They don't want to make a mistake here. They're in the ball game. Lehigh's playing really soft, so if they're going to throw the ball, it's going to be little sideline patterns, I think.
Campanelli, he's going to go deep, and it is incomplete.
Or we got one win. Let's run it out and up.
The 2 freshmen looking to link up. Lincoln Fisher, the intended target. Lincoln Fisher, a big target out there at 6'2". He's a football kid. They come from a football family, the Fishers. His brother Max played at NC State. He's got a brother Hayden who plays at Merrimack currently, which is where Dan Kern came from.
All right. Lehigh has those 3 timeouts, though. Holy Cross is going to keep going hard.
Campanelli, quick throw out to the running back Williams, who steps out of bounds.
This actually benefits Lehigh. Stops the clock with 40 seconds, puts Holy Cross in a 3rd and long.
This is going to be the 16th third down that we've seen between both teams. There's only been 3 conversions.
See if Holy Cross goes deep again. Why not? Go up top. At worst, you punt the ball away. Lehigh gets it back with around under 30 seconds.
3rd and 7 here.
Empty.
Running back in motion, Campanelli. Lehigh bringing 4. Under pressure, and he just throws it away. Jaden Nelson fired up.
34 seconds for Lehigh.
They've got all 3 timeouts.
This all depends on the return by Jamil, but great job by Nelson, keeping leverage. He said he was out of the pocket, so he could throw that ball away.
Let me tell you something for Jaden Nelson. That's not going to get marked down as a sack, but it's better than a sack given the current situation.
Yeah, clock
stops the clock.
It's all about the return here.
Jamil back at the 40 for Lehigh. Moss gets it off. It's a line drive, and it's going to bounce out of bounds right around the Lehigh 40. Mountain Hawks will take over there with 28 seconds to go and 3 timeouts.
Now my mind's spinning here, Marco. Holy Cross is going to be sitting back. They don't want to give up any big plays. They don't want to let Lehigh in field goal range either, but with these home run hitters in Yoder and Green, 3 timeouts. You try to slip in a run, maybe bust through there for a nice little pickup, try to set up a long field goal. I'd say they're about 10, 20, 30 yards away from Poole. Even though he's inexperienced kicking in college football, the field goals, he's got a leg, as we've seen, because he's been kicking off all year up until today. Press man, cover 2 over top. There's that run.
Hand off to Yoder, and he breaks loose. Luke Yoder down the sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 35.
Sometimes I feel smart. Once in a while, you get lucky. But there's the call. They're in man, 2 safeties up high. You get by that first level, you get a good pickup. Still 22 seconds to go, 3 timeouts. Don't go backwards here. You at least have a shot at a field goal.
With that run, Luke Yoder's over 1,000 yards. He becomes just the 2nd Lehigh running back in history with 2,000-yard seasons.
And you can take a shot at the end zone if you want. Humphrey down here at the bottom of your screen. No safety over top.
1st and 10 here at the Holy Cross 30.
They're going to take a shot to Humphrey right now. Watch. Or run the ball.
Timeout
Lehigh. Timeout Lehigh.
Excuse me, timeout.
Timeout.
I thought somebody
Lehigh.
jumped early, but
First
there was a timeout before that anyway.
30-second timeout.
Anyways, back to Yoder before we get into the situation here, Mike. Dom Bragalone, the only other Lehigh running back with 2,000-yard seasons. He actually had 3. But just speaks to how good Luke Yoder has been, because this program has seen a lot of good running backs come through.
A lot of good running backs. Actually, some of them went to the next level. So he's good. You know, he's just been tough. He's been durable. I don't know if he's missed many games in his 4 years here. 3 years.
3 years. This
Feels
is
like
his
he's here
third.
forever.
He's been starting since the second half of his freshman season.
He's got some good genes at home too, doesn't he, Marco?
Yep, Dad played in the NFL. Mostly with the Buccaneers.
Linebacker, correct?
Tight end.
Tight end. Close enough. Langston Jones' dad was the running back.
Langston Jones' dad played for the Falcons. First and 10, 22 seconds to go here in the half. Lehigh with the ball at the Holy Cross 30. Johnson throws. Caught by Humphrey at the 10.
Take your time out. Take your time out.
And they're going to take it.
Don't mess around with spiking the ball, anything here. You take your time out.
Timeout.
Still have one in your pocket.
Second timeout.
Watch his back shoulder throw.
30-second timeout.
It looked like Humphrey was going in the back corner of the end zone, but he kind of comes back underneath the defender. Took advantage of the good coverage. Good throw, good catch.
Well, you were just a play off. You said that, hey, they're going to take a shot to Humphrey.
Yeah.
Call the timeout. It was a run to Yoder. They called the timeout, though, and there you go. Shot to Humphrey.
And now I take 2 shots at the end zone here. You got to tell Hayden Johnson right now, you got to be smart. You got to be smart. At worst, we get away with 3. You got to be smart. But you have 2 shots. The average football play is 6 seconds. So you do the math. 16 seconds to go. You got 2 shots. Save that timeout for a field goal. But if you do get tackled in bounds, you got to bang that timeout immediately.
Ball at the 10-yard line.
Watch Green out of the backfield. Trips receivers to the left of the offense. Now they're going to bring somebody in motion.
That's Logan Galetta in motion over to the near side. First and goal, 16 seconds left in the half. Johnson buying time, and he's got his man, Humphrey.
Timeout.
Tackled at the 5. And that is a great tackle from Amari Gardner. Saved a touchdown.
Timeout, Lehigh.
And Lehigh uses their last timeout with 8 seconds to go. And now what do you do here?
Well, this is where Hayden Johnson has to be a veteran quarterback. You know, in his second year, he has a lot of action. This ball is either going to be out of the back of the end zone, out of bounds, or in somebody's hands on your team in the end zone, or incomplete. You want to take advantage of this. The only thing you can't do is get sacked. Throw an interception. Just throw it short of the goal line. You've got to be smart here as a quarterback. If it's there, throw it for the touchdown. If not, throw it away, come out and take 3.
Mike, I regret to tell you that I'm going to be a bad teammate here again. I'm going to test your memory again. Take it back to last year, final regular season game of the season against Lafayette. Lehigh was in a similar situation. Hayden Johnson all of a sudden decides to take off and run for it. Gets the touchdown by about an inch.
An inch, right there to our left,
yes,
correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and if you're scrambling around, you better get rid of it. I said the average play is 6 seconds, but if you're running around back there, look at that. They're playing straight across the end zone. Let's see if it's zone or man, if they drift into the end zone. They're bringing pressure.
Here comes the blitz. Quick throw, and it is picked off. Eli Thompson with what might be a game-saving play for Holy Cross.
By number 2, Eli Thompson.
What a big play here from the junior Thompson. He's had himself a day.
Just had to throw it higher. You know, you got your 6'4" guy. It's got to be way up there where no one can get it. And interceptions in the end zone, 2 of them are keeping Holy Cross in this ball game.
They certainly are. Thompson with a sack and a pick. Amari Gardner with a pick. And Holy Cross just going to knee it. They are grateful to be down just 14-3. That Crusader defense stepping up right before the end of the half. Eli Thompson with maybe a game-changing pick. 14-3 at the break. Lehigh leads.
Hi, I'm Paige Messier in the Patriot League studio. The basketball season tipped off on Monday, and the Holy Cross women wasted no time making a splash with a big-time win. First, at number 3, Holy Cross's Max Mosey returns a punt for a touchdown for the second straight week.
Mosey plays it off a funny hop, and he's loose across the 50. Max Mosey, back-to-back weeks on a punt return touchdown.
He did it again. He did it again. Well, Dan Curran said, man, we need big plays from our special teams. We need them to be a difference maker in this game.
At number 2, Bridget Duffy shows off why she was named Offensive Player of the Year.
Has a chance to run, gets behind Willis. Duffy moves in, Duffy curls around, scored! In perhaps her final game on this pitch, Bridget Duffy has gone nuclear one more time.
And at number 1, when there's trouble, call the foreman.
Throws a lob, looking for Foreman to catch the shot. It goes! Foreman scores! And Holy Cross leads.
Foreman was quiet all night long and finally comes alive here in the second half. Big bucket by the senior.
Catch all the great highlights from around the league on social at Patriot League, and I'll see you back here next week.
And we welcome you back here at the half. Lehigh with a 14-3 lead over Holy Cross. I'm Marco Sochi, now joined by Jeremy Gibson, the Murray H. Goodman Dean of Athletics here at Lehigh University. Jeremy, great to have you.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. You know, the saying was it's always sunny in Philadelphia. No one told me that on Saturdays in the fall it's always sunny in Bethlehem. But we'll take
it
another
certainly
sunny
has been this season.
Saturday football game.
Yeah, I'm glad that you didn't come last year for football season.
I heard.
Rained a lot.
I heard. I'll take this.
But this has been your first fall season.
Yeah.
As the Dean of Athletics. You've got football, who is undefeated. You've got men's soccer, who's hosting a Patriot League tournament semifinal game on Tuesday. What's it been like this fall season?
Yeah, I think I've said a bunch of times that momentum's hard to stop, right? And whether it's good momentum or bad momentum, and just dumb luck for me to come into this Lehigh athletic program at a time where, I got here last winter. The women's basketball program was on a run going through to win a Patriot League championship and on to the NCAA tournament. And now to pick things back up again and defend a Patriot League title with the football program. Obviously, as you mentioned, the men's soccer team has had a great regular season, and we're getting into the playoffs next year. But, excited on the flip side, kind of be completing that full lap and back with winter season starting up as well, and the excitement around both our men's and now our brand new women's wrestling programs as well, and what we think they can do. But, just like I said, kind of dumb luck, but really excited about where we are right now.
Well, you mentioned winter. We're getting into winter season. Obviously, women's wrestling, the big addition with how big wrestling has been at this school. Yeah. We've also got women's basketball. You mentioned the title last year, defeating a Big 12 program to get things
Pretty
going.
Good start, huh?
It has been a great start to winter.
Yeah, it really has been. The women's basketball team knocking off Cincinnati with their opener out there, and the men's basketball team actually giving the Houston team a really good run down against one of the top teams in the country. It was really exciting for me last weekend being able to go up and watch our women's wrestling team compete in their first varsity intercollegiate match, and to see the excitement around that program. There's just a lot of really good things that we've got going on, and that's really a product of all the great things that are happening at the university level as well. And so just feeling really fortunate to come into this program as I've been able to.
Quickly, one last question for you. You mentioned about a full year. What has been your favorite part of moving down here to the Lehigh Valley?
Sunny Saturdays like this, right? Being able to enjoy really good football in an unbelievable atmosphere, and just the enthusiasm around it with our students and our alumni. We'd like seeing it be a real point of pride for everyone associated with Lehigh.
It has been a beautiful day, and it's been a great season for Lehigh football. We're going to take a break. More halftime content when we come back here on ESPN+. The Patriot League Men's Soccer Championship opens with the first round today, and the entire championship, including the 2025 Patriot League Final on Saturday, November 15th, will be live on ESPN+. Log on to PatriotLeague.com for full championship details. For you Lehigh fans, they will be hosting a semifinal on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Remains to be seen who they'll be playing against. Score at the half, Lehigh 14, Holy Cross 3. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this first half of action. And that is how Lehigh got on the board first. A long pass play to Mason Humphrey from Hayden Johnson to make it 7-0. And Hayden Johnson looking for more. Got a little bit of greedy there. Amari Gardner with the interception in the end zone. Luke Yoder would have his quarterbacks back, though. A 42-yard touchdown run from Yoder to make it 14-3. And then Johnson with another interception right before the half as Lehigh was trying to tack on more. So 2 picks in the end zone. Mike, what have you seen from this game so far?
I mean, give Holy Cross credit. They're playing hard. They're playing great defense. But they only have 3 first downs. I mean, it's those interceptions by Hayden Johnson, who's arguably having one of his worst games. And, you know, that Lehigh could be up by 3 or 4 scores if it wasn't for those 2 interceptions in the end zone while he was targeting number 2, Mason Humphreys, both times. But statistically, Lehigh's dominated the game. Holy Cross has one big play on offense. One big play, that was the pass play that got him into the red zone, led to a field goal. Other than that, Lehigh is dominating the game. Holy Cross is playing very tough. But as you said in the opener, turnovers is the key. Holy Cross is staying in the game because of those 2 turnovers.
Yeah, just to let people know how rare that is, Hayden Johnson threw 3 interceptions through the first 2 games of the season. He has not turned the ball over through the last 7 games. 2 interceptions in the first half, both of them in the end zone. So what could be a 14-point swing when this is all said and done. 14-3 at the half. Lehigh lead. Second half kickoff coming up after this. Get all of ESPN college football all in one place with the all-new ESPN app. Unlock with the ESPN Unlimited plan or log in with your TV provider. We are just about set for the start of the second half here in Bethlehem. 14-3, Lehigh leads. They will receive from Holy Cross alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, Marco Sochi. And we are back underway out of the half. Jaden Green back deep to receive. Calls for the fair catch in the end zone. And Lehigh will take it at the 25. Lehigh's offense has not looked great in this one, Mike, but they've been able to move the ball. It's just been two interceptions in the end zone from Hayden Johnson that have really kept this a 14-3 game.
I think their most successful part of their offense is when they went straight ahead. That last scoring drive they had with Yoder taking the long run in, everything was just combo, downhill running, straight ahead running, drive blocks, and see if they stick with that. I like the play action passes off of it then too.
We'll see what the Mountain Hawks have drawn up out of the break. First play of the second half is going to be a run play to Yoder right up the gut, and Holy Cross sends him backwards. It's going to be a gain of 2 after forward progress. But the Crusaders were ready for it.
Yeah, they have 2 tight ends in the game, does Lehigh. That tackle playing the tight end number, wearing number 91, and their normal tight end.
Second down and 8.
Good job by the Crusaders.
That is Giacomo Macy, who's
but
playing tight
shows
end.
you how good Lehigh's run game is. I mean, wow, Holy Cross is doing a great against the run. Yoder has over 100 yards in the half. So
122. Fakes the handoff to Green. Johnson's going to keep it right up the middle, and Hayden Johnson is going to go for a long, long way. Caught from behind, but he's inside the 20 to the 15.
And there it is. You know, you focus on these running backs, and you got to account for that quarterback. Watch the read. He reads number 18, the defensive end. The defensive end stayed square, but he took one too many steps inside. Johnson keeps it, shows some speed there.
Caden Newsom catching him from behind. There's that big play that Lehigh needed, but this is where they've struggled in the red zone.
Don't throw the ball.
Third in the nation in red zone offense coming into this game.
Keep it on the ground.
Going to be a run play to Yoder on first down, and Yoder keeps those legs churning for a gain of 3.
Yoder with the carry.
He takes it inside the 15.
Stop by number 18, Christian Ross.
Christian Ross making the tackle, the senior from Teaneck, New Jersey, another Bergen Catholic product. Played for his quarterback's dad. Vito Campanelli, the head coach for Bergen Catholic. Son Dominic starting at quarterback, his first career start. Second and 8. Handoff again to Yoder. Takes it across the 10 to the 9, and it's going to be 3rd and 3.
And again, just drive blocking. I mean, that's Lehigh's philosophy has turned into, let's just hat on hat, chest on chest, drive. Lyman love it.
Down and 3.
It's 3 sophomores, those 2 seniors. I'd do it again. Don't get fancy.
It's been all run to start here in the second half for Lehigh. And it looked like Giacomo Macy got started early.
Penalty, 3rd down.
Well, that was a pass. And you know how you know that? you saw, that's not tight end blocking there. You see how he sat, he had his chest back. Even though he's wearing number 91, I mean, he's doing his leg kicks just like a good old tackle.
I think we're going to get another pass here on 3rd and 8. Lehigh backed up 5 yards.
I think you're going to get a blitz from Holy Cross. They like pressure. Here's where you slip that screen in, or quarterback draw, or something.
Jaden Green scored on a screenplay against Richmond in the first game of the year. Similar situation. Johnson looking for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Mason Humphrey, the intended target.
That's a tough play. Again, we talk often about the shadows here. You look at the shadows right now. Now look at where Mason Humphrey's looking at the ball. Right into the low sun after the clocks changed last week, and really, really tough play.
That was just over the hand of Tommy Best's pitch. It was placed perfectly by Johnson. If that's anywhere else, it's either picked or over the head of Humphrey. Just a tough catch. Connor Poole on to attempt the field goal from 31. First field goal attempt of the year from Poole. And it is good from 31 yards.
Field goal is good by number 36.
Lehigh scores on the opening drive of the second half. It is a 17-3 lead for the number 4 Mountain Hawks.
Lehigh, 17.
Kids grow up fast, but with the money you earn from your PenFed checking and savings accounts, you can be there to support them through every stage of life.
I got it. PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
The Patriot League on ESPN is on Instagram. Championship moments, amazing highlights, behind-the-scenes coverage, and features on the best and brightest student athletes in the NCAA. Follow us at Patriot League today.
The Patriot League is dedicated to the development of the student athlete through excellence in athletic competition, challenging academics, personal growth, and contributions within their communities. The Patriot League places among the NCAA leaders in graduation rates annually, with graduates moving on to serve in all facets of society by using their talents and voices for positive change. We are today's scholar athletes. We are tomorrow's leaders. We are the Patriot League.
At PenFed Credit Union, we help our members make the most of their personal finances so they can make the most of their dreams.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
Follow the Patriot League on social, on Instagram, X, YouTube, and LinkedIn, all under the handle @Patriot League. And for more Patriot League content, follow us on TikTok @Patriot League TV. Back here after the 31-yard field goal from Connor Poole. It is 17-3, Lehigh in front of Holy Cross. Alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. As Zip kicks it off. It's a short kick, and it is dropped at the 15. Still kept alive there by Curran. Eventually shoved out of bounds right at the 15 where the play was originally made. They do have a flag on the field.
Sun might have played a factor there by Kern. That flag's in the holding round. Again, possibly on Holy Cross.
Awaiting the official call from Eric Lewis.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Blocking the back, 54. That penalty is declined. Illegal blindside block, 54. That penalty being forced half the distance to the goal, first down.
So,
Tyler
was that
George.
the same? Was that the same hit? He blindsided a guy in the back, or because it was, or did he get up? Did he hit a guy in the back and then blindside another guy?
Apparently, he had a very I wouldn't call it productive, but he was very involved in the play. Let's just put it that way. Here's another look.
There he is. There's the blind side. That's the blind side. He really didn't hit him in the back. Maybe he hit him, I don't know. But you might as well get a third because it's all going to cancel out and you're just going to get one. So just keep getting penalties in the same play.
That backs Holy Cross up all the way to their own 8. When they hand it off to Clairvaux on first down, and that is going nowhere. Right back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Look, coming into after the first half, 33 yards rushing. Lehigh keeps teams 70-something a game. I forget the
72.8.
Yep. Right on track.
That is good for third in the nation in rush defense. Campanelli, quick throw, and it is complete, but Bryson Edwards is right there to make the stop. It's actually going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Defense got really good last year, and Danucci was the guy. And, these Edwards was playing last year a lot, and Parton, and they're just stepping up the leadership role and really playing fast at that linebacker spots.
3rd and 12 from the Holy Cross 6. Campanelli, Lehigh brings 4, and it is incomplete. Mosey the intended target.
Ohoyski. I mean, it's just, again, even though they're not getting sacks, the pressure coming in the face. Watch number 8 at the bottom of your screen. Boom, 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 goes right around, gets his hand up, might even got a tip on that ball, and there's nothing he can do. If it's not a 1 or 3 step drop, that Lehigh's defensive linemen are getting to that quarterback.
This is quite the fire to throw a freshman into for his first career start. Ethan Moss backed up all the way to the back of the end zone to try and get this punt off. Gets it off, and it's a short one. It's going to bounce at the 35. Jamil makes the catch off the bounce, and they'll take it to the Holy Cross 39. They're to mark him at the 40.
Had some rain overnight. The turf is a little soft, but Jamil, he's not going to let it hit and just die in that turf. He's going to get every yard he can. I love when guys come up and catch the ball. I don't always love when that punt returner goes up and catches something off the bounce.
Well, Jamil is the backup returner. Nick Peltakian is the first string. He's out. Got injured on a punt return last week.
And Jamil's very good.
Both of them are so aggressive.
Peltakian's phenomenal punt returner. And Jamil's good here. Oh, they were going to run a little middle screen to Jamil there. Get him the ball in space with some speed.
Not all 11 set. Offense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
When you go on a quick count, though, the quarterback's job, make sure everybody's set before you snap that ball. Last week, Lehigh had some problems with the little false starts. That's only their second one then today, right?
That's their 3rd penalty overall today. They've been a lot cleaner than they have been this season. Holy Cross, who's one of the better teams when it comes to penalties, has actually drawn quite a few. They've got 7 for 62 yards. 1st and 15 here. Play fake. Johnson rolling out. And he hits Jamil with the strike. Jeffrey Jamil in the open field. Touchdown, Lehigh. 45-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Johnson to Jeffrey Jamil.
Lehigh's offense set this up. Watch the run play. Look at everybody down stepping to their left, reach blocking. A naked boot. Jamil, he hits him on a little comeback route, and then Jamil looks, he's like, wow, I got green. I got green everywhere. And the race to the end zone, number 9 wins, and Lehigh opens it up here early in the 3rd quarter.
Touchdown number 6 of the season for Jeffrey Jamil. He's over 800 yards on the season. Came in 7th in the nation in receiving yards. His pool splits on the extra point. It is 24-3. Number 4 Lehigh starting to pull away. 6-3 lead after the touchdown pass from Jeffrey Jamil, or to Jeffrey Jamil from Hayden Johnson, alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish on Marco Sochi. 10 points for Lehigh here to open up the third, and we're finally starting to see this number 4 team in the country poke through.
Yeah, and the only chance they have, I think, is to make a big return here with their great returner.
Here he is, Elijah Kaysen, tackled at the 20. That was C.J. Wood on the tackle. And he was fired up.
They're doing their job. Definitely winning the special team battle.
Take another look at this Holy Cross offense that has struggled throughout the day. They've picked up just 3 first downs compared to 13 for Lehigh. 1st and 10, ball at their own 21. Campanile rolling out. Has his man Clairvaux for a short gain.
Yeah, he waited too long. I mean, there's the young mistake. You know, he's looking. He had him right there in the flat right away. Could have ran for about 5 yards. Watch right here. Right now, get him the ball. But wait. And now the defense comes up on the flat. It was levels.
Well, when I asked Dan Curran what he saw out of his freshman quarterback last week, his first action in college, he said he was making the right decisions, but the timing was just not quite there. Screen pass, little flip, and there goes Joseph Williams down the sideline, tripped up after a big gain. A little bit of trickery from the Crusaders.
See, that doesn't bother you if you're a defense. It's a great play. They ran a bubble screen, a little throw-out screen, and then here comes the running back around for the flip. But your attitude as a defense is that's the only way they can move the ball on us. You know what I mean? With a trick play. So it actually, you're not like, oh, what happened to us? We gave up a big play. That was a great job of Parton running him down, showing that speed of the linebacker to trip him up at the midfield.
That was Mosey who made the catch, and he flipped it to Joseph Williams. 1st and 10 at the 50, quick throw. And tackled right away is Mosey. DJ Brown in on the stop.
Back to that last play. You're a pretty smart guy. Does that go as a run or pass? Or both?
That goes as a pass completion to Mosey.
Assuming it was forward. Yep.
It's a completion to Mosey.
And then how do they give the numbers to the running back?
He gets the receiving yards, even though Mosey gets the reception, but the running back gets the receiving yards.
There you go. I knew you'd know that.
Second, it's too much fantasy football is really
play
what it is.
action, boom.
Flea flicker is blown up. Jackson Dowd, welcome back.
Yeah, see, again, you want to keep doing that stuff, go for it. Here comes Dowd from the Rover, bam. Marco mentioned him before, he coming back from injury. Actually worked out nicely because Peletekian was tying into that role. And now with him hurt again, Dowd comes back and
just speaks to the depth that this Lehigh program has. When I spoke to Kevin Cahill early in the year, he goes, this is a deep team. And he goes, that's what we've been trying to do for the past 3 years. Campanile, play fake, dumps it off. Williams with some room to run. Great block out in front. There goes Williams across the 30.
Can't believe we haven't seen more screens today. I've called for them from both teams. And there's your first screen. They call it a running back slow screen because watch, delay. Boom, just slowly turn around. You get your lineman in front. Use your athletic ability and speed. First down, Holy Cross.
1st and 10, ball at the Lehigh 30. Jet sweep to Curran, and it is blown up in the backfield. Tackle made by Nelson and Smith, but it was Mason Moore who blew that play up.
Yeah, Mason Moore, is just having a phenomenal year too. We don't talk about him a lot, because of all the other talent on that defense. But Moore, who transferred here last year from the University of Miami, Ohio, another child of a former NFL player, has just really been solid the last 2 years at that safety position. What position did his dad play?
I don't have that one in the notes. You finally have gotten me.
I don't know either.
Looking deep, wide open, touchdown, Holy Cross, but we've got a flag. Lincoln Fisher making the catch for his 4th touchdown catch of the year. We'll see if this one's coming back.
Holding. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
And it is coming back. Bradford Blattner called for another hold. He has had his hands full today.
It's got to be Spatney.
It is.
Watch Spatney coming inside. I don't know. Spatney kind of ran him over. Maybe he pulled his shirt and pulled him down on top of him. You always know it's because Spatney just stands kind of by the flag. Like he earned it.
He's there right now.
Yeah. It's like, that's my flag. Hey, secondary, don't give up that touchdown. That's the first real breakdown. Now, the other long pass play in the first half was just a good stride for stride, deep crossing pattern. There was a breakdown in coverage there.
Tough break for the Crusaders. 2nd and 24. Rolling out, Campanelli. Quick strike has got Kaysen. Made the catch on his knees. Short gain, and that's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
And then speaking of the rover position, Davis Rice, who's been playing that rover position also, number 27, doing a good job.
Again, speaking of that depth. Third and 19. Line to gain is the 20. Campanelli under pressure. Here comes Zahoyski, and he just throws it away.
Campanelli's pass is incomplete.
Watch Zahoyski, watch the hands. Puts an inside move. See that little wax off, both hands.
Oh, we've got a flag now in the secondary after the play.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 5, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Aiden Singleton. We didn't see exactly what was happening because we were here looking at the replay, but as soon as I looked up, I saw Aiden Singleton walking with his head down, and the entire Holy Cross bench was jumping up and down. I think they talked him into one there. So fresh set of downs for the Crusaders.
Oh, not good. Our Florida product. Been on the field since his first year here.
Has been. It's been a great journey for him. Tevin Cahill always talks about him as one of the most transformed players over the 3 years. Handoff to Clairvaux will go for 1.
Now Lehigh wants something after the play. It's getting a little chippy out there, Marco.
Not gonna get it.
Stop by number 37, Jackson Down.
I spoke to Aiden Singleton this week. Talked about the steady journey it's been, the evolution, and trusting Coach Cahill. He said that's what has brought them from 2-9 to where they are today at 9-0 in year 3. He said at first we listened, but we didn't really believe it. Campanelli, quick throw. And it is caught by Blake Youngblood. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
If your name's Youngblood, should you be a hockey player or a linebacker?
I don't know, but he's a receiver.
I don't like it. I'd change that position.
You have to do something that involves punishment in some sense. You've got to be the guy hitting people.
Exactly. 3rd and 4.
He does have 2 pump blocks on the season.
Okay, there we go. So he's got some toughness in him.
There's a little bit there.
Watch number 5. He's a little wide next to the quarterback.
Campanelli back to throw. We're going to get a flag. Could this be another false start?
False start, offense. Not all 11 were set. 5-yard penalty.
3rd time today that's happened, both teams.
Yeah.
Not getting set.
Twice for Holy Cross, once for Lehigh.
If you want to have fun here, watch number 11. He just came back into the game. He's going to be on the top of your screen. Zahoyski's going to be on the bottom of your screen.
Matt Spatney, number 11 for Lehigh. You can see him there in the brown.
Be afraid to run another screen.
3rd and 8 after the false start. Campanelli back to throw, quick pass, and it is almost picked off by Mekhi Smith. He was looking for interception number 5 on the season. He'll take the breakup though.
That is a great play by Mekhi Smith. How about him? We're like, who's Mekhi Smith? When Polytechnic got hurt in the first game. Next thing you know, he's leads the team in interceptions. They couldn't get him off the field when Polytechnic came back. He's that good of a player.
He had 4 interceptions in the first 5 games of the season. He's letting some of his teammates pick some up now just to catch up. 4th and 8. Offense stays out there. They're going for it. Campanelli under pressure, and he is collapsed behind the line for the sack.
Give some credit to the secondary. That's a combination of that great line and a coverage sack. Just 4-man rush, but little games going on. Loops inside. Ohoyski comes off the edge. It's finished off inside, and I think all 4 D linemen got in on the action there, Marco.
They really did. Spatney, Ohoyski, Sheehan, and Nelson. Turnover on downs. Lehigh's offense takes over. 1st and 10, ball at their own 30.
Second half has been all Lehigh.
Handoff, Jaden Green up the middle. And Green goes for 11.
Jaden Green with the carry.
I remember saying early in the first quarter when, Holy Cross was holding Lehigh to 2 yards. And I'm like, they're going to stay with it. They're going to stick to what they do. And good running teams wear people down. And we have an injury timeout, a Holy Cross player.
Yeah, we do. Chisholm on Zaribo, it looks to be. Back up to his feet. We're going to take a break, though. 24-3, Lehigh leads.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Thanks to continued support from the Lehigh Valley, Historic Hotel Bethlehem hit the Grand Slam. Voted Best Historic Hotel by USA Today. Thank you, Lehigh Valley. We couldn't have done it without you. As 4-time national champions, we are proud to represent Bethlehem and attracting visitors from around the world. Come visit Historic Bethlehem for an authentic historic experience, boutique shopping and dining, and a visit to the Hotel B Ice Cream Parlor for a Penn State Creamery dessert.
At Lehigh, we don't just want to leave our mark on the world. We want to leave the world better than we found it. We envision possibilities and engineer solutions. We think education should be experiential and experimental. We seek out new ways to connect and collaborate and create a community we can always come home to. At Lehigh, we are built for tomorrow's challenges. Are you?
Setbacks happen. When they do, all you want is to get back to what you love. We turn setbacks into comebacks. Trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Take the Patriot League with you wherever you go. Watch live games on ESPN Plus through the ESPN app or patriotleague.tv. 3:38 to go here in the third. Handoff to Jaden Green up the middle. Picked up 11 on his last run. This time he'll pick up 9. 2nd and 1 upcoming for Lehigh. Ball at midfield.
Line's having a lot of fun now. Since near the end of the second quarter on, it's just been pounding, controlling the line of scrimmage, firing off the ball.
You talked about it. It's a lot of the same plays, but Lehigh has worn down this Holy Cross front. Right back to Green on 2nd and 1. Picks up the first down and more. Jaden Green slips out of a tackle inside the 20, and he's forced out of bounds around the 12. Another big play from Jaden Green.
His knee wasn't down that time. By the way, he's running without a shoe. Watch this. He did half of that run. Watch his right foot. Right here. Whoop. There goes his shoe.
I thought he looked a little slow.
He looked a little slow right there. I thought of that. And he waited for the blockers.
Tremendous run from Green.
That's awesome.
Officials calling time now. I think they're talking about a runoff here.
We haven't seen Crosley. You know, he's been getting some reps, especially in a passing situation this year. It's been Yoder and Green. I saw Crosley on special teams. He is playing.
Spoke to him midweek, and he talked about just wanting what's best for the team.
Here they come.
Holy Cross showing blitz. Handoff to Yoder up the middle. Bounces off a tackle. Luke Yoder takes it down to the 1. There's a flag in the backfield.
No, it's down here. Someone might have ripped off Langston Jones' helmet.
Yeah, that's what happened. Langston Jones had to move back 5 yards to go pick up his helmet.
He's a big boy. I'm standing down there next to him.
He gave the ref a thumbs up just to tell him, hey, I'm all right.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. 91 defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Yeah, it's Destin Simmons for the hands to the face, and he took off Langston Jones' helmet.
Right guard right there. Oh, yeah. Let's see if he throws it then. Nope, it just drops.
So Luke Yoder gets Lehigh down to the 1. 1st and goal. He'll stay in the game.
No, we haven't seen Matt Mahalik.
We have not. Was a little bit banged up. Game time decision for him. Handoff to Yoder. And Luke Yoder punches it in from the 1. Touchdown, Lehigh. Touchdown. And the Mountain Hawks are flying high. You talked about Luke Yoder doesn't dance. I think he heard you. A little bit of a dance there after the touchdown.
Yeah. Well, he did dance after his last touchdown, too. But he doesn't dance till he gets in the end zone. And the linemen are loving it. I was looking at Kobe Rep again up there. He drove a guy into the end zone. The guy pushes him at the end of the play. It's just like, we were dominating you guys up front.
Connor Poole with the extra point. 31-3. Lehigh absolutely dominating this third quarter. Minute and a half to go in the third. And Mike, we were talking about it at the half, 14-3. Holy Cross was sticking around. They were playing really good defense. Lehigh's offense looked really like they haven't looked all year. And then all of a sudden, whatever was said to them at halftime, they've kind of figured it out.
Yeah, absolutely. You can sit there and say, well, if they don't throw the 2 interceptions in the end zone, Lehigh's sticking it to them in the first half. But they still weren't dominating the line of scrimmage like they are in the second half. You know, they still aren't just doing whatever they want. Defense has been consistent all games, give up a couple big plays, one on a trick play. And this part's been really impressive because this was a red flag for Lehigh special teams. You know, can you stop this unbelievable return team, this team that blocks punts? And so far, those 11 guys in the brown have been really flying down to the football and covering these kickoffs.
Chad Ziff kicks it away. And that is going to land around the 10 and somehow stays in bounds. Kayson's just going to take a knee.
That's marked there.
It is.
Yeah, you can't just take a knee and you're not going to get the ball. There's no landing zone and there's no, yeah.
So Holy Cross going to take it at the 6. And I think the play from Kayson there was, I think he was banking on that going out of bounds.
Yeah.
And then got caught not knowing the rule.
Some rain. We got some good rain last night. Softened up the ground. That ball is not round. You have no idea where it's going to go.
1st and 10 from the Holy Cross 6. Handoff up the middle for Pooney.
It's almost shocking when you see him get 3-4 yards on a run.
Picks up 3. It'll take it to the 9. Now they're going to give him the 10. So 4-yard gain.
Stopped by number 98, Quentin Joyner.
Now they're going to mark him back down at the 9. Far side official got a little ahead of himself. Quentin Joyner in on the tackle.
Luke Denny checks in at safety. He's got a lot of action this year. Number 28.
They really love him for the future. Campanelli back to throw on 2nd down. Here comes the pressure. Pass batted in the air and incomplete. Tyler Ahoyski almost with a sack right on the 1.
Patriot League Defensive Player of the Week. 3 sacks last week versus the Hoyas.
Up to 7.5 on the year.
Yeah, he came in as a linebacker, just an inside linebacker, and then with the new staff and Coach Rich Nagy and this different defense he installed and moved into that stud position, which is a stand-up defensive end, hybrid linebacker, and he's just excelled at that position.
He has, and Kevin Cahill says he gets commonly overlooked, and he's really made teams pay for that. 3rd and 7. Here comes the pressure from Burke. Pass complete to Mosey, but he's tackled short of the line to gain. It's going to bring up 4th and about 3 here.
They don't have to run this play. Holy Cross can let the clock run out. I would have hard count. I would have put the offense right up on the ball, go hard count, let the quarter run out. I would do the same with the punt. I would switch it the other way and put the sun in the eyes of Jeffrey Jamil.
Holy Cross switching some things up at the line of scrimmage here. They don't look in a hurry to snap it.
Yeah, they might be waiting.
And we're going to go to the 4th quarter.
Good move.
It'll be 4th and 3 when we come back. Lehigh, total domination in the 3rd, 31-3. Number 4, Mountain Hawks in front. Fourth quarter here in Bethlehem. Number 4 Lehigh dominating Holy Cross, 31-3 the score. Fourth down Crusaders, punt team out there. Ethan Moss, the punter. He'll kick this one away, and it is not a good one. Out of bounds. We'll see where it's marked, but Lehigh is going to have fantastic field position. They're going to take the ball at the Holy Cross 25.
Yeah, he hasn't rugby punted all day, and he does that roll-out rugby punt, and it's awful.
So the Mountain Hawks. Oh, they're going to mark him.
Yeah, that
yes,
ball,
at the 25.
At the 25. That ball landed, watch it, landed in the offensive lineman bench way behind.
It did. He made a nice catch.
Yes.
He had his helmet in one hand, caught the football with the helmet. No points for that, though. Jaden Green in at running back now. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be a reverse for Feaster, and the freshman wide receiver takes it inside the 15. 14-yard gain for Feaster on the ground.
And you might be like, well, you're up so much. Why do that? You do that because you're on film. And, you know, and you can run that motion. You can fake that. It just allows you to open up that offense some more. Teams, when they scout Lehigh's offense, you know, they can't, okay, this formation is definitely going the green. No, now you got to stay home on the backside.
So 1st and 10 now from the Holy Cross 11. Screen pass, Jeffrey Jamil, straight into the end zone. Touchdown Lehigh. Second score of the day for Jamil. And he's now 7 receiving touchdowns on the season for number 9.
Freezes the outside linebacker there with the fake up to Green. Throws it out. Jamil, and look at the block by Humphrey.
How about that drive? 2 plays, 25 yards.
Set up by the Shank punt. Now the backups, like last week, are licking their chops on the Lehigh sideline. They're going to get some action today.
Connor Poole through the uprights. 38-3.
Which is good, Marco. You know, getting the blowout last week, what turned into a blowout today, gives you depth. It keeps your guys healthy. It's a long year. It's a long season. 2 more regular season games to go, fighting for a Patriot League championship. And you develop depth. You get guys with varsity game experience that could be ready to go if you need them in this stretch run.
And let's talk about something that Kevin Cahill is definitely not talking about, but some of the fans will want to talk about. You look at Lehigh's biggest competition in the rankings here in the Northeast. Harvard is also undefeated. Harvard also played Holy Cross this year. The Crimson took down Holy Cross 59-24. It was an emphatic victory. We talked about how many close games Holy Cross has played. Harvard was not one of them. Harvard has snuck their way into the top 10. And a lot of people might be saying, hey, Harvard's better than Lehigh. Lehigh came out. They've made a statement here in the second half.
Yeah, and I watched Harvard last night on TV against Columbia in a blowout win up in Manhattan, and they are very good. And again, the Ivy League can play postseason for the first time in football, so it'll be interesting. And Yale's doing pretty good, too, that Lehigh beat this year. I think Dartmouth still has a good record, if I'm not correct.
They are one of the best teams, and Penn has been a bit of a surprise, and we're going to get a flag as there was some pushing and shoving on the return. Talon Dudley ended up on the ground.
I got 14. I got 14 white.
I think it's on number 14.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Eric Lewis. Mike was on.
After the play was over,
number 14.
Personal foul. Offense, personal foul, defense. Those penalties offset. First down.
So offsetting penalties. And number 14, which is Blake Youngblood, your favorite guy.
Yeah, well,
mixing it up.
I'll tell you what, I love the Youngblood now. You know, I basically kind of called him soft there with his name not matching his position. You tell me he's block punts.
Yep.
Now he's mixing it up.
Yeah, he's mixing it up on the return.
Youngblood could hang with me.
Senior from Austin, Texas. Handoff on first down. Williams goes right up the middle. gain of 6, maybe 7 on first down.
Looking ahead, Lafayette is up on Colgate, 38-28. Third quarter, Lehigh's next two opponents. And let me tell you, Marco, I don't know if you've been there, and I know you went to college, but Hamilton, New York in November, and I looked at the forecast. It's going to be a typical, as Lehigh stuffs the run again, it's going to be a typical weather day, cold, next week up there in New York State against Raiders.
Yeah, well, for the viewers, I did go to Syracuse, and I have been to Hamilton, New York. And I was there in April, and it was freezing. So I can only imagine mid-November what it's going to be like.
Well, I can tell you right now in Bethlehem, I'm looking at the weather. Bethlehem next week's going to be a high of 46, a low of 30. So you're not getting out of the 30s up there in Hamilton. I've been up there for some games, saw some snowflakes in November.
Campanelli rolling out to his right, giving chase as Zahoyski, got rid of it. It's incomplete.
Is it? That ball didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's no one in the vicinity. So it's either a fumble or intentional grounding. Or are they saying this because his hand was hit while he was throwing?
I'm going to see.
Yeah.
He was hit while he threw.
Yeah.
There is a flag, though.
Nope.
There you go.
Loss of down.
All right.
Intentional grounding.
Yeah, once you get outside the tackle box, you got to reach the line of scrimmage. I thought maybe because, his hand was hit, they're going to say, well, but there was no one there. He was throwing it away. How about the punt team? How many punts is this? 6, 7?
It's a lot. It is 10, excuse me. 6 returns on the punts, but this will be the 10th punt overall.
Is this your third year doing games, Marco?
This is. Ethan Moss punts it away. Jamil's just going to clear out.
I have a reasoning behind this comment.
We got a flag at midfield. 2 flags, one in the backfield as well, or not backfield, but nearer to the line of scrimmage.
Ball was down by number 47, John Owens.
And my reason real quick is I remember about 4 years ago, Lehigh's punter, they broke the record. One time, punted 11, 13 times when Lehigh's was that bad. Those couple years, turn around now, it's unbelievable.
During the kick, holding on the receiving team. That'll be 10 yards. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the same team, 15 yards, first down.
So Lehigh's going to move backwards by a lot. We'll show you where they end up when we come back. 38-3, Mountain Hawks in control.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Thanks to continued support from the Lehigh Valley, Historic Hotel Bethlehem hit the Grand Slam. Voted Best Historic Hotel by USA Today. Thank you, Lehigh Valley. We couldn't have done it without you. As 4-time national champions, we are proud to represent Bethlehem and attracting visitors from around the world. Come visit Historic Bethlehem for an authentic historic experience, boutique shopping and dining, and a visit to the Hotel B Ice Cream Parlor for a Penn State Creamery dessert.
At Lehigh, we don't just want to leave our mark on the world. We want to leave the world better than we found it. We envision possibilities and engineer solutions. We think education should be experiential and experimental. We seek out new ways to connect and collaborate, and create a community we can always come home to. At Lehigh, we are built for tomorrow's challenges. Are you?
Setbacks happen. When they do, all you want is to get back to what you love. We turn setbacks into comebacks. Trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, part of Jefferson Health, is the official sports medicine partner of Lehigh Athletics. Easton Coach, official sports transportation partner of Lehigh Athletics. And Under Armour, official outfitter of Lehigh Athletics. Back here in Bethlehem, fourth quarter action. Lehigh all over Holy Cross, 38-3 the Lehigh lead. Number 4 team in the country, looking to go 10-0. Alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. There'll be a handoff on first down to Jaden Green. Jaden Green somehow stays on his feet and turns that into a nice gain on first down.
Lehigh had some smaller running backs back in the day, and their run in the late 90s, early 2000s. Jermaine Pugh comes to mind. This is what they did. You just get lost in there. You know, a la Barry Sanders. You don't know where he's going to pop out of.
I was getting ready to call it a gain of 2. Instead, it's a gain of about 7. Second and a long 2 here. You wanted Aaron Crossley? You've got Aaron Crossley. Up the middle, picks up the first. Gain of 5.
Is he a sophomore or junior?
He is a sophomore.
Number 5, Aaron Crossley.
Yeah, he's physical. Like when you're down there, wearing the shorts, I got to tell you, Mark.
Are you going to tell me about this punter from Oklahoma?
I'm just telling you, I don't like it. Yo, T.J. Burke, one of the toughest guys on the team, looks like he's coming out of the shower. You know, my point is, I'm going back to the toughness. I'm old school football. You just look tougher with pants covering your knee. You know, it just looks more tough, like a football player.
Another handoff to Crossley, and he breaks a tackle. Crossley across the 30 to the 32. Talk about T.J. Burke. I'd love to see how big that jersey that he has actually is, because it looks like they got him the extra small, but how big he is, that's probably just a regular size.
I was standing out there when the lineman came out. He is so put together. I mean, he's just a beast. I mentioned shattering the records. What, he squat over 700?
I tell you, when you see number 0 on Lehigh, with a double number, sometimes it's confusing. It is not confusing at all between Jaden Green and T.J. Burke.
Now, and you don't see this in the NFL because the NFL's strict with, back to the pants, they're strict with their equipment rules, you know, and their dress code. And high school, as Crossley again, nice little pickup on the second down. High school, you have to have your knees covered, or it's a penalty, or they kick you off the field, they put you off the field. I don't go crazy about it, but I like it. You know, I just think it looks silly in college with these guys playing in shorts. You know, next thing you know, you're going to put flags on you.
I tell you what, Mike, between this and between the memory issues earlier, you've never sounded older on one of our broadcasts.
Get off my lawn.
There it is. 3rd and 2 here for Lehigh. Handoff for Green, and Green is going to be close to the first down yardage. It looks like he picked it up.
Stopped by number 18, Christian Ross.
That will move the chain, so first down for Lehigh. They continue to milk this clock.
Hey, remember, you want to talk old? Remember when they used to measure things all the time?
I do.
Now they just decided, they woke up when they said, you know, there's lines on these things called hash marks, and they just, rarely do you see a measurement in college football.
We have seen them a couple times this year, but not as much as we used to your point. Got to delay a game.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Penalties have added up for Lehigh. Again, Coach Cahill, you know, he will nitpick a little bit. And the penalties, again, they've added up on both teams today, but Lehigh hasn't been great in the penalty category, especially in the second half today.
7 for 64 for Lehigh, 11 for 77 for Holy Cross. That is about what Lehigh averages.
And the worst one was the one that gave him a first down after play. On personal foul, gave Holy Cross a first down when they were stopped.
1st and 15, handoff, Crossley, right up the gut. Picks up the penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd and 10. And those are the types of penalties that really frustrate Kevin Cahill. Says, look, we're going to pick up penalties because we're aggressive.
Yeah.
But those unsportsmanlike conducts are the ones that he says we're letting the other team get to us. Got to just play our game. Second and 10 now. Matt Mahalik in at quarterback. Hands off. Crossley straight up the middle. He's going to set up a 3rd and manageable here.
Straight ahead running. That's all it's been. I don't know how many times I see a lineman pull this half.
We have a injury timeout. Tommy Bestpitch slowed again up. We're going to take a break. 38-3. Lehigh total control here in the 4th quarter. Back here at Goodman Stadium, 38-3. Lehigh in total control over Holy Cross. 7.5 minutes to go. Alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. 3rd and 3 here for Lehigh as they look to continue running out the clock. Looking to start the season at 10-0. Would be the first time since 2001.
This should be a quarterback run. We have a good angle here. Look where the running back is. He's up. I could be wrong. He can step back on the snap.
Matt Mahalik is the quarterback. He'll keep it. Mahalik up the middle, spins past a tackle, and he's got the first down. And they're going to call that for yardage there. He just stood up, never ended up going down.
And you said Mahalik was banged up coming into today.
Forward progress was the call. And when I spoke to Kevin Cahill, it was a sort of we'll use him if we need him type thing. It wasn't of major concern.
Yeah.
So fresh set of downs for Lehigh. 1st and 10 from their own 48. How about that, though, Mike? We're about 6 minutes away from Lehigh's first 10-0 start in 25 years almost. Run straight up the middle there from Connor Hilling.
Connor Hilling with the carry.
Helling picked up a couple of carries last week as
Stop
well.
number 18,
Good tough
Christian
run
Ross.
from the junior from Archbald, PA.
Do they have to have numbers 4, 5, and 6? These running backs, you know.
They do is 0, 4, 5, and 6.
So you got to really pay attention who's out there. Looks like the offensive line's still intact. It's good when these younger running backs get in and get to run with the starting offensive line in front of them.
Certainly helps the numbers. Hilling gains 2. And will bring up 3rd down.
Connor Hilling with the carry.
Lehigh also going to extend their regular season win streak to 15, longest in the FCS.
Yeah, my son's up at Penn State. He sends me a screenshot the other day because I played in Indiana today, and he's like, it had like a picture of like 7 schools or 6 schools, and he's like, Lehigh's that good? You know, there's all the undefeated teams because Indiana came. And I was like, darn right, they're that good.
On the verge of being 10-0 good. Ranked 4th in the FCS good. Handoff for Crossley on 3rd down, and he's got the first. The train keeps on chugging. And this Holy Cross defense that looks so stout in the first half, you could just see the life has been sucked out of them.
Stop by number 2, Eli Thompson, and number 45, Joseph Townsend. It is good for a Lehigh first down.
Lehigh will have 2 more games on the schedule after this. They are at Colgate, we mentioned that earlier, next Saturday, and then at Lafayette for the rivalry, which is looking like it's going to be for the Patriot League title. Hilling, gain of 1.
Connor Hilling with the carry.
Each of the last 2 years, the championship has been won in the rivalry game. Lafayette winning it 2 years ago, Lehigh last year. Lafayette leading Colgate 45-28 after 3, so it is certainly looking like that's going to be the title game in the Patriot League. It is at Lafayette this year. Boy, that one is really for all the marbles because the last 2 years, championship has been decided in that game, but both teams didn't have a shot at it. This year they will. Hilling gains another. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, my son just moved in an apartment in downtown Easton. I was down there the other day, and I'm driving. I'm like, I don't want to see how goalposts in this forever. You know, I was thinking that, right? Like that crossed my mind because it's setting up there, and now it's pretty much a done deal. No matter what happens in Lafayette next week at Richmond or Lehigh at Colgate, the winner of that game will be the champion of the Patriot League.
Right, because even if either one of the teams loses next week, the winner of that final game will have the tiebreaker anyway, so they'll be going to the FCS playoffs. It could be a co-champions situation.
Yeah, but it's not a co-champion in the eyes of the players.
It never is. Mahalik picks up 2 on the keeper.
And again, we can talk about this. Kevin Gale will never talk about this. If Lehigh would falter up in Colgate next week, or falter, well, let's just say they win next week, and Lafayette, great team, knocks them off.
This is the 2-minute
Lehigh would probably get a bid to the NCAA, to the playoffs.
We'll talk about it more next. 2 minutes to go, 2-minute timeout. Lehigh all over Holy Cross. Back here after the 2-minute timeout, Lehigh looking to see out their 10th win of the season and move to 10-0. They lead 38-3. Faced with a 4th and 7 here, Lehigh offense is out there on the field. Alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi. Let's see what Lehigh does here with Matt Mahalik at quarterback. He's thrown 3 times this year, 3 for 3. Aaron Crossley, the running back here. It's going to be a keeper for Mahalik on 4th and 7. Mahalik to the outside, and he is tackled just short of the line to gain. Missed it by 1. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and as quickly as I welcome you back, I'm going to send you right back to break. 38-3, Lehigh in front. Our final media timeout with 1:52 to go. .152 to go here in the 4th quarter. Holy Cross takes over from Lehigh after the turnover on downs. It's going to be a run play up the middle from the Crusaders.
Ball carried by number 5,
Jaden Clairvaux on the carry that time, alongside former Lehigh linebacker Mike Yadish. I'm Marco Sochi. Mike, it has been a dominant performance, especially here in the second half from Lehigh. Mountain Hawks ranked number 4th in the country, moved up in the polls from 7 to 4 earlier this week. Highest rankings since September of 2002. Campanelli is going to throw here. Now he's going to run it out towards the side, just duck out of bounds for a gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play. But you look at this Lehigh team, and they're setting records all over the place. I mentioned that they're about to be 10-0 for the first time since 2001. As an alum of this program, what's it been like to see this turnaround from 2-9 2 years ago to now 10-0?
I can't deny it. It's not shocking. You know, it's shocking that it was that quick. You know, that Coach Cahill did such a great job, but the buzz with the alumni tailgates and is really everybody's on cloud 9. You know, to see Lehigh nationally ranked and, you know, sitting there and playing well every week. It's just really fun to be part of.
And pass incomplete to Ty Curran.
And I think it was good. What you go through makes you better, and the first half being a little scarier, a little closer than Lehigh would have liked, and the 2 crucial interceptions. In the end, it's good to go through that. It's good to put yourself, because Lehigh hasn't been in a – Holy Cross has been in those down-to-the-wire games this year a lot. Lehigh hasn't been in those situations. And I know it was only the first half, but, hey, things don't always go the way. If you don't play perfect or really good, You know, that's a first down.
There's your guy Youngblood with the first down.
Yeah, good job, Youngblood. So it's good to go through a little bit of stuff. I think you have another helmet's off, so and they're yanking a Holy Cross player off the field.
Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield.
So they're going to give him the first down. They're going to say it's after the play.
Yep, Bradford Blattner again called for the penalty.
Dominic Campanelli's pass was complete to number 14, Blake Youngblood.
Jack Youngblood back in the day,
number
right?
44, Talon Dudley.
You're so young.
Yeah, I've got no clue who that is. You look at this team, though. We mentioned that they're about to be 10-0. When I spoke to Kevin Cahill this week, he said, look, we haven't done anything. If we finish with 9 wins, we're at home in Thanksgiving and we're not playing. And I think the sentiment's the same even with 10. There's still 2 more games to play.
Yeah.
Campanelli, screen pass, Clairvaux dropped it.
They didn't blow that dead.
Lehigh jumped on top of it.
I think it's forward.
It looked like a forward pass.
Intended for number 5, Jaden Clairvaux.
Jack Youngblood played for the Rams, by the way, defensive end.
There you go.
I'm not going to lie that I didn't look it up because I forget what team he played for, but I know he was an old school football player.
I saw you talking into that phone over there.
You see, I'm not that old. I use modern technology like you people.
See what Holy Cross does here on second down. Nice little pass out wide to Lincoln Fisher. He's got a bright future, the freshman wide receiver. Has made some nice plays. Did have that long touchdown pass called back.
To number 81, Lincoln Fisher.
Clock did
wind,
wind, and then they stopped it. 36 seconds to go.
Dominic Campanelli has been through it today. First career start coming against this Lehigh defense that ranks in the top 5 in so many categories in the nation. He's thrown the ball 32 times. 16 of 32 for 153 yards. He's been sacked 4 times. And he's been under pressure a whole lot more. Lehigh bringing 4. Quick throw. Pass is complete.
Dominic Campanelli
20 seconds.
Is complete to number 88, Sir Charles Gordon.
Sir Charles Gordon making the catch there. And to bring out the word roster to take a look at who caught that. See if Holy Cross gets one more play in. Final play of the game. Campanelli looking over the middle. He's got his man Ty Curran. And that will do it. Lehigh, for the first time since 2001, is 10-0.
The game is over.
The number 4 team in the country stays perfect against Holy Cross. A 38-3 win for the Mountain Hawks. With the win, Lehigh moving to 10-0 overall, 5-0 in the Patriot League. And they finished their regular season home slate a perfect 6-0. Holy Cross, with the loss, will drop to 1-9, 1-4 in the Patriot League. They are now 1-5 on the road. They finish up at Bucknell and against Georgetown at Fenway Park. Look at Kevin Cahill, who has been the man behind this transformation in year 3. 2-9 2 years ago, 9-4 last year, winning the Patriot League championship and a bit of a surprise to everybody, and now 10-0 and the number 4 team in the country.
It's impressive. I mean, flat out, what can you say? You know, but again, you don't beat Lafayette. You want to know what the alumni are saying? You lose Lafayette, you're not the sole champs, and you don't win that rivalry game. So, you know, the pressure's there. The pressure's there as Lehigh finishes this season.
Big win for Lehigh, and that'll do it for our coverage. For Mike Yadish, I'm Marco Sochi saying so long from Goodman Stadium, where the final score once again is Lehigh 38, Holy Cross 3. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.